welcome to another winning week. Well, at least for me, in Fourever Rivals. How we going, everyone? How are we going? Liam, how are we doing, mate?
Yeah, mate, we're doing all right, still back home. Been crook all week, which is not very fun, but nothing to talk about Richmond-wise, but East Perth back on top. That was good. Mark, how are we doing, mate?
Good evening, Liam, mate. Good evening, Mick. And, of course, Rocco, mate. You should be happy, mate, with that performance on the weekend, buddy?
Mate, we're going all the way to the top, mate. All the way to the top.
Yeah, good performance, mate. Well played. Carlton played pretty good football that evening. Mate, you're notching up the fourth win, mate. Good on you, boys. So, good evening to all. Good evening to the chat. And let's enjoy the evening.
And, of course, tonight, Manny unfortunately got caught up and couldn't make it, but we've got the next best thing. We've got Mick Asaka here, all the way from the Magpie Army Chronicles. How are you, mate?
I'm miserable, but that's all right. My team's fucking dog shit at the moment, but I've still got my opinions about it. But yeah, we'll talk about it.
I'm sure we're going to hear about it, and So I just want to say, Mick, one of the great Collingwood people. I have to say, I'll thank him online because Mick was one of the blokes who, when everything was happening, mate, didn't feel pressure by anyone to make a statement or had to go out there and tell people how things are. And then he messaged me and made sure everything was going all right. So you're a true gentleman, Mick, and thank you very much, man. And definitely the best Collingwood channel out there. And I don't say that lightly. There's other ones there that are bigger, but your one is as close to the jumper punch as there can be, man. You get on there, you get the people on, you have honest chats. It's raw. I've been on before. I actually listened to some of your stuff after games, and the guys that come on are all just genuine, toothless, probably no jobs or whatever, but they're just genuine blokes.
You're far off, man.
You can certainly see, Mick, that the show is growing, mate. I'm starting to notice every week you're starting to get more viewers. So you must be doing a good job out there, buddy. So good on you, mate. Congrats. And I do watch your show as well, mate. I do watch.
Thank you, Mark. Yeah,
it's a good fun. So anyone that make sure you get on there, subscribe, and trust me, if you like TJP, get onto his after the match reviews, previews, and have a bit of a listen, and you'll definitely have a good laugh because all the guys, they do not hold back on their team, which we love, and we'll hear about that definitely a bit later. I just like to thank everyone for jumping on. Also, of course, our sponsor, Top Dog Liquor, has jumped on, and thank you very much. Two things about Top Dog Liquor. First of all, let's just say that this Saturday, if you want to catch the TJP people, let's all go down to the British and American hotel down in Bendigo, and we're going to be down there from 1 o'clock. We're going to be drinking, have lunch. We're going to have a dart competition. We're going to film some stuff. Get down there. We'll all be down there. Me, Mars, Seba and Bo and Dylan, and we're all going to be down there, and Lyndon will be down there, and we're going to have a bit of fun down there. It's a bit of a drive, but if you're around the area, come down. If you've got nothing to do on the Saturday, come down and we'll have a bit of a laugh. Does that sound? I reckon that's going to be a good day. And if you want to know what Top Dog Liquor is all about, I'll tell you what it's all about.
Get a little punch.
Get a little punch. Gonna get it. I am back. Where is it? Where is it? Whitehill, Strathcote, Heathdale, I think it is. I don't know. He's all over the place, all over the country, and the pubs in Bendigo. So make sure you get down there and we'll have a bit of fun. The man, the yes. All right, just a few hellos before we get stuck into this. Sammy Taylor, always the first one to comment every show, every week. Sammy Taylor's the first one, man. Oh, look, we got one of your blokes in there. Hey, Mark, that one hurts. I thought we were going to hold on to beat him. Did you think that, Mark?
Well, we're very close, weren't we?
Very close. Yeah. No, well, Mark will be singing the song, but unfortunately, he won't be eating chili, but that's for a medical reason. But that's all right. We know that he would have eaten it if he had to, so that's fine. We'll hear about that later. Oh, yeah, everyone, we're going to be asking these questions a bit later. This is from last week. Mark, how is Essendon going to steal Cody Walker from Carlton again? You said you were going to come up with it this week, so I hope you've been researching it, how you can take Cody Walker without us interfering. We're going to know, so I'm going to ask you later. I hope you had time this week putting in all those doors. I hope you had time to research it so you know. So you don't know. So you're just making up stuff.
No researching. I do have a comment for it quickly, though, so we'll see how we go later on the show.
Matula, our favourite Greek, of course. Yeah, it's going to be spicy. I think there's a few issues here we're going to be talking about. Of course, Rockamora all the way from Perth. Thank you very much. Yes, we'll be talking about these too, Joanne. Yes, Frampton did get off. That's going to be an interesting talking point too. Lou Felino just around the corner. How are you, mate? Yes, everyone wants to know, Mark. How are you going to get Cody Walker? We're all dying to know. We're all dying to know. Mark should be Rox Butler. We could organise maybe something like that. Maybe in a minute. Mitch, straight to the point. Mark's getting fucked harder than Bonnie Blue tonight.
Oh, Mitch, that's a bit brutal.
Love Mitch. We love Mitch. Mitch has been, of course, we got Oz. He's always great win. Yeah, I don't know about a great win. We'll just take it as a
win. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. The Bombers are coming out. My boys should have won. Should they? Well, I'm not in how I watch sport, but how, Mark? How are they going to take Cody Walker? How? Everyone's wanting me to say that. Rocco Grasso, great man too. Good win for the Roars, yeah. It's a win. So we'll talk about that. And Joanne loved this show. I love it too. Who else we got here? Who's this one? This is a new one. Pete Black, Saturday's forecast. Heavy showers. Is it? We'll be inside the pub drinking. Don't worry, mate. We don't care about that. Where the fuck is Ironbark? I don't know. But all I know is there's a Top Dog liquor store there. That's all I know about Ironbark. That's all you got to know about that. All right, this is good. All right, let's get into this, Vampers. We've got some stuff. Chili, Instagram. Yeah, make sure you join in our Instagram if you haven't. Follow there. Make sure you like and subscribe. All our shows. Get on, subscribe. And once you finish subscribing to the Jumper Punch, make sure you go to the Magpie Army Chronicles and go subscribe. We've got to get him to 1,000. We've got to get him to 1,000 subscribers, man. We'll get there, man. It's a slow build, but we'll get there.
It is, man. It is.
That's all right. A bit at a time, man. Just a bit at a time. And then you might get a bit of a setback. You might say something, right?
Yeah.
And then the whole world's against you and you might go down a bit. But then you go back up again. Don't worry, mate. You just keep fighting. Keep fighting, mate. Keep fighting,
the good thing is, when we say something now, no one... I don't have enough listeners, so no one notices it.
No, at the moment.
We get away with murder at the moment.
No, at the moment, man, you haven't got many subscribers, you don't get many views, you're not monetized, no one cares. Then you get to my level, and then all of a sudden, everyone cares about what you were saying. Like, no one cared before. Like, why do you care now? But no, it's all good fun. It's all good fun, man. And I'm going to enjoy this because the Blues are killing it. 4 in a row. Hey, that's how you guys. You've lost a coach and you aren't fucking doing anything. We lose a coach and we start moving forward, mate, fighting for that top 10. I reckon we can do it now. I reckon we can do it. We'll talk about our game, Mark. It's going to come. Don't you worry. But in the meantime, I reckon we have to do a little bit of this. Fourever footy, that's what we hear about. Talk about the big issues, and usually there's not much to talk about. Like last week, there wasn't that much to talk about. This week, I reckon a few things have come up where I'm finding it very interesting. Where is the AFL at? What are we doing? And a couple of those incidents has come out of our game, Mark, the Essendon game, the one that we won, even though you tried your very hardest and we tried our very hardest to lose it, and we still won. So that says a lot about your team. But I just want to say there was one play there. There was two, actually. But the one was that Harry Mackay taking the 30 seconds from 55 out. Now, the AFL are going to look into this now and see what they can do. First of all, I asked you about it. You saw it live. What were you thinking?
Well, look, I mean, you can't blame Mackay at all at the end of the day. It was a close game and he took that opportunity to take the 30 seconds. But it was certainly an umpire's error. Certainly after the 10 seconds, it should have just been play on. Unfortunately, it wasn't. Maybe I'm not sure if maybe the ARC should have got involved in some ways. And if that was the case, if they did get involved, I mean, it happened. So you can't do much about it.
The ARC doesn't get involved in those sort of decisions.
They're there for a reason sometimes. So if they did get involved and say that was a wrong decision by the umpire, I think it should have just gone back to where, he took the mark. It should have been 30 seconds gone back on the clock and just bounced the ball in that area. So it was just unfortunate that, he made that decision. I think it's a bit unsportsmanship-like for a player being 65, 70 metres out from goal and asking for the 30 seconds. But at the end of the day, you take what you can. And to be quite honest, the Bombers were starting to slowly come back and he took for granted of it. I think maybe an option for that, boys, is maybe they should make some changes to that rule. I think if you are having a shot, they should stop the clock. Just stop the clock. And then once they have that shot, maybe just take 20 seconds off the clock. So it's a minimum 20 seconds. And if you're having a shot at goal, just stop the clock until they have that shot and then just take 20 seconds off the time. That could possibly help in some ways, my opinion. But I just believe that it should have gone back. 30 seconds should have gone back to the clock and the ball should have been bounced. There's no penalty for having a shot at goal. I mean, they're saying that, Essendon should have got a free kick and 50-metre penalty. At the end of the day, the umpire made that decision. It was a wrong decision. I don't believe she's got the feel of the game, this umpire. I'm not going against female umpires at the moment, but I just don't feel she's got that feel for the game, because I certainly believe the umpire should have said play on after the 10 seconds, and that could have certainly made a difference to the game, because as you're aware these days, in 10 seconds you can kick a goal from the centre bounce. So big mistake again from umpires, crucial mistakes. And I've said it once and I'm going to say it again. It's going to happen in the final. It's going to happen in the grand final, and it's going to blow over. So they need to be a bit more mindful of some decisions that they're making.
All right, so I'm going to, before I pass you on to the other two, I'll have my say, right? But first of all, would it be unsportsmanlike for Essendon to pick up Cody Walker? Or is it just when you think it's unsportsmanlike, that's when it's but when it helps you, why is that not unsportsmanlike?
It's not in the spirit of the game. I believe it's not really in the spirit of the game. I mean,
what a load of rubbish. Everything you said just now is absolute rubbish.
Well, that's okay.
Everything you came up with now is absolute fucking rubbish.
Well,
bring back the ball. You want them to bring back the ball. You want them to have a shot now and then take off 20 seconds. Like, what if he has a shot straight away? What if he it's just the most ridiculous things I've ever heard. I don't think you think about football, Mark. The second thing is, how can you say that I've seen Harry kick goals from 60.
Yeah.
So how can you now stop someone? I know Tex Walker can kick it from 65. What about fucking the guy from Fremantle, fucking not Voss, the other bloke there, bloody, there's another forward there. He kicks it from fucking 70 metres. Right? So how can you now stop a player from having a shot? Right? So what we want to do is, you always complain about the umpire, but now what you want to do is give the umpire another decision to make. Right? So now you want him to determine, can he kick it? Can he not kick it? Listen, if you're within that range and you want to have a shot, you should be allowed to have a shot. You should be allowed to have a shot. I think it's unsportsmanlike, right, that if in the last 10 seconds when you're kicking a goal, you rush it. Why don't you wait? You rush it because you know then you're going to get another chance to have a ball up. I think that's unsportsmanlike. I think you should take your 20 seconds. Like, how far do you go here? Listen, at the end of the day, I'll tell you one thing. That female umpire, I don't care. She had a bad game. Not just in that. There was a lot of free kicks, mate, that were missed. I thought we were saying it. We were going, this umpire, something's like she's not working tonight properly, right? Not because she's a female, because it was just that umpire there. Mate, this thing here, it wasn't a bad decision. He's asked for it to kick it. She has to give him the 30 seconds.
So
She's
if
not
it wasn't
there.
a bad decision, then what's all the media about then, Rocco?
People like you. That's
People
what's
like
the media about, and people in the media wanting to talk about it.
What you're trying to say is that
was,
if you want to have a shot at goal, you can have. If you're 75, 70 meters out, you've got the option of having a shot.
Well, if you're fucking 75, 80, then that's becoming ridiculous, right? But the man on the mark was 55, bro.
Yeah. So what?
55.
What did he kick the ball on the top of the square then?
How many times do you want to talk about how many times that happens? How many times has someone taken? So you're trying to tell me that, right? If someone then makes a lead, you don't honor that lead because you've decided to take a goal, bro. Just leave the game, mate. This was only because you think that he wasted 30 seconds that it cost you a game, mate. You cost your own game there. Nick Tracy. Tracy can kick fucking 80 meters, mate.
And look,
right?
There are players
are you going to deny him a shot at goal from 65?
Yeah. No, look, there are players that can kick the ball 60. I saw a replay of 1993 Essendon versus West Coast. And I saw Derek kick the ball, torpedo punt from nearly 85 meters. You know, if you get onto one, you're going to get onto one. But he wasn't on the mark. He was just kind of running and playing on, and he kicked it from 80 meters.
Hey, I've seen Harry kick him from 60.
Okay. All right. So just an example here. So I'm just going to bring out an example. Okay. So it's all about examples if it happens again. So say, for instance, now Mackay is taking a mark 65 meters, 60 meters out. He gets his 30 seconds and he kicks directly across past the 50-meter line to say, let's say, name another forward from Carlton. Let's name another forward.
Haywood.
No. Okay. Haywood takes the marks 55, 60 meters out, right? There's no one on him. So he's got another 30 seconds to do that. Is that what you're saying? Yep. So okay. So that's where now the player will probably manipulate that rule. And that's what
players manipulate every single rule.
What I'm trying to say, I believe that should stop. I don't think that's right. That every player has, because it's not, to me, it's not in the spirit of the game. That's
not spirit in the game. I don't think what you did was in the spirit of the game. You complaining is not in the spirit of the game. I think some of those free kicks that went against us were not in the spirit of the game. You know what I mean? Like, what about when a player fucking like lifts up his arm and then gets a high? Or what about when a player ducks to get the ball? Is that in the spirit of the game? Like, what's in the spirit of the game? What are you talking about? This isn't cricket. Like, this is in the spirit of the game. It's just, anyway, it's not even the point about the spirit of the game. This is a ridiculous thing, man. You know what they're going to do because of sooks like Essendon and sooks in the commentary who have got nothing else to do? You know what they're going to do now? They're going to say, if you're outside 50, you can't have a shot at goal.
Why are they saying
you have to take it. You have to go on in 8 seconds.
Because they're worrying about people like me saying something. They're going to make that change now, are they?
Yeah, because they're talking about it.
Okay, well then must be a lot of people like me out there, Rocco.
Yeah, a bunch of idiots. That's what we got. We got a bunch of idiots who sook about everything. This was a 55-meter kick, and you are allowed to take your kick.
It wasn't a 55-meter kick, mate.
What was it?
The guy was
standing 55.
The guy was standing at 55. He wasn't on the 50. So he's kicking it from at least. He's kicking it from 60.
I've seen him kick 60.
Okay, well, everyone can have shots from 60, 65 meters out. What's the difference between another? Right, okay.
Exactly. Well, it shouldn't be up to the umpire. It shouldn't be up to the umpire if you can kick. So what you want now is the umpire to know every single player's length of kick. Because that's what you're saying. Because if someone can kick it, you go for it. But if you don't think they can kick it,
no, I don't think it's up to the umpire to know every single player what their capabilities of kicking.
Then what's the decision? What can you do?
Maybe that rule might come into between 55 and 60. That you've got 10 seconds to kick the ball. That's it.
Well, that's not having a shot at goal.
Well, I think 10, 15 seconds is enough time to have a shot. What does it have
to
go
to if you think that 10 or 15
what does it have to go to 30 seconds? What's 30 seconds? Why is that?
The reason what the hypocrite that Essendon supporters are, the reason it's 30 seconds.
Because of Matthew Lloyd, it took 40 seconds.
Because of Matthew Lloyd used to take fucking 90 seconds to have a kick, right? So now they've brought it down to 30. When you're running the fucking length of the game, when you run the length of the field, right? You take a mark, you expect now a player for a crucial goal, right, to just rush it now because you're not happy that they wasted 30 seconds. You know what, mate? I don't see anything wrong with this. I think it's a waste of a fucking. I reckon this is a waste of a thing, and an umpire now they're going to make a different rule, another fucking rule to change this game again. This is what's going to happen because of the fucking sooks. The fucking sooks in this game. Mick, what do you reckon?
I agree with you, Rocco. Like McKay had all the reason to have a shot from there. It's just a grey area. Let's say he was 10 metres a little bit more back and he deliberately said, I'm going for a shot when he's like 80 metres out. What does the umpire, what happens there? He's like saying, I'm going for a shot here. Can I have my 30 seconds? So, yeah, it's a grey area and they're going to come up with some bullshit.
They will. They will make up a rule for this, you watch.
Yeah.
And I believe they'll just start a rule where they'll go, what's that?
Did he have the shot at goal?
He dropped the shot, but you're allowed to. There's no rule that you have to have a shot at goal.
He's saying that he's having a shot at goal. He's telling them, I'm having a shot, and he made a decision.
What if it came off the side of his boot?
Well, you can tell if it's coming off the side of the boot, mate. It was pretty intentional.
Shot short. What are you talking about? He had a shot at goal. Wait a second. He had a shot at goal previously in that quarter where it helicoptered through. Are you trying to say he faked that?
Yeah,
that was a missed kick.
Might be 10%. Look, if he was capable of kicking that goal, if he was confident enough to kick it from 65, that ball should have gone close to the line, or it should have just dropped short. That you can understand, but the guy didn't. He was 30 meters away from. Yeah, he's getting.
It wasn't 30. It was fucking on the square. It wasn't 30. What are you talking about? Hey, he miskicked it.
Okay, well, fair enough. So that's what a lot of players can start saying at 65 meters. I miskicked it, and
yeah. And there's no rule, Mark, that you can say you can have a shot at goal and then pass it.
Yeah.
And how many times does that happen during a game? They say, I'm going to have a shot at goal. They wait 20 seconds, right? And then they pass it to someone. So you're trying to say take that one back too?
Well, I guess it's looking at within reason of that shot, how far that shot is.
There's no rule that you can't.
Okay, we'll see what happens now. How they manipulate that rule. That's the key to what can happen from here onwards.
Sorry, Mick, were you going to continue on with that? We interrupted you again.
No, I think it was Liam. Was it you, Liam? Were you going to say something?
Or did you? Yeah. Or did you want to say something?
Yeah, go on then. Well, I'll start with what Mick said about it being a grey area. That's a really good point. It's how do you have this discretion of sort of who can take the shot from outside 50, who can't? I don't know. Way I see it, if that's the rule, and if a player says, you know what, I'm backing myself in, I can take this shot, let him have it. If should 30 seconds be the right amount of time? I'm not sure, but as the rule stands, that's how it is. I think the bigger issue with this one is what you were just talking about was they kind of got upset because he's so far out. He's taken his full 30 and then he's chipped it or he's put it to the top of the square or whatever. And they're like, oh, well, he wasn't even taking a shot and we've lost 30 seconds because of it. I understand that frustration, but as we've said, Rocco said it, manipulating the rules, it's a smart play. If Mackay knows I can take 30 seconds here, take time off the clock, run it down, set it up to a good spot. I don't need the score. I just need to run the clock down, keep myself out of the game. You can do the same thing when a player takes, say, for example, it's a mark 15 meters out directly in front. like you would say 99% of players are going to slot that goal, but they're still going to take their 30 seconds, right? You're not going to be like, hey, hurry it up, like this is an easy shot, get it done. If they're within their right to take their 30 seconds, they're going to take their 30 seconds. So for me, I don't think the rule needs to change. I think what Mick said, it's a grey area, and it's discretionary as to how they pick who can actually take the shot from further back. Maybe that little part of it gets looked at, but overall, I think if that's the rule, that's how it stands. I don't have a problem with what happened. And just on passing the ball off, like it happens all the time. Like even shots inside 50, if a better option opens up and they're smart enough to hit them, what's the problem? Defend better. That's all I think.
You made a good point there, right? And first of all, this one, but you made a good point there. What if you're right on the, just say you're right on the goal line and you're taking this shot, right? You mark it right in the square. You can't miss it, right? Can you still take your 30 seconds? You can.
But I mean, like, if it's late in a game and you need to hold up the game, like if you're ahead by 2 points and there's 2 minutes left, right? I know this is going through, but as soon as I kick this goal, it's going to go back to the center and they get a chance to get it back down. And then it could be back to 2 points. You don't know.
Yeah.
So I'll take my 30, make sure of it. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's a good use of the rule. If you can use that rule to your advantage, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. And can he change his mind? Can he go for a shot, say that he's going for a shot, and then change his mind? Can he do that?
Why not? Why can't he do that?
Then I don't get the fuss about this discussion.
You're going to take it as well, right?
You can take
like you see it all the time. Like
right?
I get frustrated when you see teams and then the hole opens up and a player just jumps in and is in a better position. But if that happens, well, why would you not take it? Like you want to get the better shot. Again,
and this is true. You're more likely to shank the kick if you're trying to go for distance. That's more of a chance. You know, you could say he shanked it, but you know what? He did exactly what he was supposed to do. Every other player would have done exactly the same. You know what's funny? Even the commentators, right? When he took the mark, or whenever anyone takes the mark, and there's like 90 seconds to go, 2 minutes, what do the commentators say? They say, right, take your 30 seconds. They say it. Now the commentator straight away, that was like, you can't have it both ways, bro, man. This is the rules until you change it. And I don't want another rule change, because if they do this 50, you can only have a shot from say 50, right? You're going to take away a Tracy, a Mackay, all these guys that can kick 60. You're going to take it away from them now, because they're going to mark it at 60 where they could have gone for shot, and they're going to say, play on. I want to go for shot. How many times do we see a 60-meter goal and you go, oh, wow, how good was that goal, mate? He's hit it properly. I'm telling you, we've got to be careful, man. Everyone complaining, whinging about this stuff.
In actual time, it was 40 seconds.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was 10 seconds, and then he asked that he was going to have a shot, which then she gave him another 30 seconds. So it was actually 40 seconds to have a shot at goal.
When it was done for the mark, it was 30 seconds.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
He had 10 seconds, and then he told her, I'm having a shot.
When he said, I want to go for the fucking mark, it was 30 seconds.
10 seconds had already gone.
That's not his fault. That's not no one's fault.
I didn't say it was his fault, mate.
Because what happens is, you know, when you take a mark, right, and then you're rolling over and you fucking stumble, do you think, I want to know this, Mark, do you think when he takes the mark, right, does the clock stop there, does it?
When you take a mark, the umpire gives you 10 seconds to get rid of the ball, correct?
When you take a mark, if you keep running forward as you're taking a mark and then you go, stop, I want to take the kick and that, does the clock stop when he takes the fucking mark, or when the umpire says stop the clock?
Or when the umpire says stop the clock.
So what you're saying doesn't make sense, because I can fucking take a mark and roll for fucking 10 seconds. They don't stop the clock. So you're just trying to find something. Oh, it was 41. All right, so it was 41 seconds. What do you want?
41 seconds to have a shot at goal.
He didn't have 41 seconds to have a shot at goal. He had 30 seconds because when she stopped the clock and said, right, he's having a shot, that's when the 30 seconds start. It's happened since they started this rule. It's never been different. It's never been different, Mark. Okay. It's never been different. Whenever someone takes a mark, they don't, the timekeeper doesn't stop the clock. Right. The umpire stops the clock.
Correct.
Right? That's it. So what you're saying still doesn't make sense. I think it's a ridiculous conversation to have. What does Bo say? What does Bo? It was not 41 seconds to have a shot at goal. Prior to that, Elaney, who is the umpire, was talking to him. He was not lining up. Exactly. So he didn't have 41 seconds to have that shot. No. That's what I'm saying. It's when the umpire stops the clock. So if the umpires, if they take a mark and the umpire's conversating with the thing, they don't stop the clock, Mark. Or else the game would go for fucking 4 days if they've got to stop the clock every time. I don't know, man. To me, I reckon people have just gone overboard. It's happened a million times, right? It's only because it was a close game, right? And he's kicking it from 55. That's it. There was no big deal. And many times, how many times has fucking people done it and the ball's fallen short? Or they've gone for an easier. Bro, man, come up. And to Mark, stop with this bringing the ball back and all this, man. What do you, every time there's a rule, you want to bring it back. Oh, let's bring the ball back. What is this? You want the game to move forward, be faster, but yet you always want the fucking ball to come back. Oh, let's ball it up. Why? He took a mark. He's got every right to go for goal. What if that was fucking with 30 seconds to go? Like, do you say to him, oh, no, because then we haven't got a chance. Like, fucking hell, bro. I'll give you another one, man. I don't know. You got anything else to say, Mick?
No, not another one.
Nah.
No.
Good. Have you got anything to say, Liam?
Nah, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there.
Good. Have you got anything more to say? And you just keep thinking how you're going to get fucking Cody Walker. That's your job for today. Because you said last week that you know there's a way you can get him. I want to know about that. But the other one was the goal that Kemp kicked got pushed into the fence. People are going, was it a free kick? Wasn't it a free kick? I'll give you my opinion, right? Was it soft? Yes. Was the kick there? Yes. Simple. The free kick was there. So if anyone disagrees, we go for
it. No, I agree.
Open the conversation up then.
No, don't. If you disagree with me, tell me. I'll give you my opinion. Right? It was soft, which are 50% of free kicks are soft, right? But was it there? He pushed him and he went into the fence.
It was the outcome. The outcome was defining of the actual decision. If he didn't hit the fence, would have been a free kick.
Possibly, but if you push a player after the line, it's a free kick.
Regardless
if he hits it. No, if you push a player once he's over the line, you get a free kick. How many times has that happened? You get a player that's like got rid of the ball, he's over the line, and they push him down. It's a free kick. You can't push someone once they're over the line.
Going on what I saw on the replay, it wasn't a definitive push,
but he did.
He did, yeah. Well, I mean, everyone pushes.
You're not allowed to nudge him. And I'll give you what someone who knows about.
Yeah, worse decision. You know, they don't pay decisions for worse pushing in the back than that, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Especially if you're going up for a mark and you push a player against another player and knock themselves out.
I know that, Mark.
But so I think it was the outcome because he hit him and he hit the fence. And the player probably, I reckon he milked it a little bit, to be quite honest. He milked it a little bit. And the umpire had said it as obviously something could have happened to the player. And he milked the free kick. And again, it's part of, how
many times do players milk free kicks in the game?
They did, yeah. And he got the free kick. Good on him, mate. It's just like, it's exactly like the player that, the small forward for Carlton there, the young little fella, it was a guy that they gave him a free kick. And I seen it again. It looked like he done a bit of a Ginnivan type duck, and Settlefield had him, obviously caught him a little bit higher on the neck, and he got a free kick. So, you milk for what you can. So if it's part of the rule these days, you can get away with it. Why not do it? So, those decisions, again, are 50-50 to me. 50-50.
That was a free kick every day. And on Sunday, when you go to church, it's a free kick twice, right? You can't push a player. That's it. You want to be smart. And David Rees-Jones on Sunday said this, right? Mate, your coach would have got that player and said, you didn't need to do that. That was a bad mistake for you for pushing him. And he should not have pushed the player. There was no need. The ball, he was already over the line. Don't push him. Don't push him. So to me, that was a free kick. That was a free kick. Full stop. Sorry. And it cost, and we got a goal out of it.
Yeah, exactly right. And you're spot on there, Rocco, about
he shouldn't have done it.
And he will learn from those mistakes, and hopefully they did go through it.
I'll give you an example, and I was fucking hard on this bloke, and I love this bloke. Harry Dean from Carlton, right? When we played, I think it was Brisbane. I can't remember. I think St Kilda. I can't remember who it was. Gave a double goal. They kicked the goal. And then after the line, he's fucking pushed him and they gave him another goal, right? And I turned around and said, that is a disgrace. You should never have pushed him. There was no need for that. Yes. You have to learn from that because that could cost you a grand final.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But you've got to be careful. So, guys, sorry I've been talking a lot. But Liam, go.
Look. Is it a free kick? Yeah, it is. To the letter of the law, you're not allowed to do it. Is it soft? Yeah, a little bit. It's even like the ones you see in the middle of the ground when they knock them after the ball's gone. Some of them I look at and I'm like, oh, is that really a free kick? But it is to the letter of the law. What else was I going to say on it? I think what you guys were talking about, it's an undisciplined act, whether you're going for a goal or not, or if it's coming out of their back 50. It's undisciplined. You don't need to smash a player over the boundary line. It's not smart. So, and like Mark said, you'll learn. A player will learn from that. I'm sure the coach would have pulled him off and had a word and been like, "Hey, that was pretty stupid. You've just cost us a goal for something you didn't need to do." That's all. That's all. That's where it stands. Nothing more to add. Fire away, Mick.
Let's go. Yeah, go, Mick. What do you reckon?
Oh, I got nothing to add on that. That's had no interest in that game.
You didn't want to see.
I had an interest in your game. You
didn't want to see two top sides battle it out, did you?
Oh man.
Jeez.
Yeah. So listen, but honestly, Mark, trust me, that umpiring through that whole game was shit house.
It was
on both sides.
Yes.
Both sides. There was just it was just a poor umpired game.
Do you honestly believe, guys, that we should still continuously have the 4 umpires? Honestly, do we just go back to maybe 3? You know what I mean? I don't know. Do we need the 4? Do we need the 4?
Man.
Even 2's enough, mate. 1 in each half. Make them full time. And that's it, man. There's too many. The Collingwood-Melbourne game was really badly umpired, and I'm not saying it affected the result because both teams could have won, but that was terrible as well. There was just really bad shit going on, and there's too many umpires, man. There's one guy fucking 50 meters away, overruling an umpire that's right there, and he's making the wrong decision anyway.
Look, I see they're missing the spirit of the game as well, especially with the holding the ball rule. To me, I used to love the holding the ball rule, mate. And you've seen some of the decisions that made over the weekend. I think there was a game. I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been I can't remember who it was. It was a Port Adelaide game. I think it was Port Adelaide West Coast. I think it might have been. And the West Coast player tackled the Port Adelaide player coming out of the fence, and he clearly had time to get rid of it. And he dropped the ball, literally didn't even hand pass it or kick it. To me, I look at that as holding the ball. It's plainly fucking simple. Pay the holding the ball decision, and then that cost the game a little bit as well with West Coast and Port. So, do you know what I mean? So the obvious free kicks that you can see it, the normal supporter, can see it black and white. You pay them. You pay those free kicks. You know what I mean? So. I don't know why they're hesitant or why there's different interpretations of that rule, but when it's clearly holding the ball, if the player doesn't get rid of it by foot or by hand, and he's had prior,
yeah,
then just call it simple. And I think everyone will be a lot more happier knowing that, that was holding the ball.
I agree, man. When someone's got the ball and the strength of the tackle forces him to like
get rid
of it without handballing, that should be ball, yeah. And now they're just getting away with it. And
I think what they're saying now that he's had prior opportunity. I think that it's that word, that prior opportunity. So although he didn't dispose of it correctly, they're still giving him that opportunity that he had prior. Like, you know what I mean? Like he tried to get rid of the ball, so that's why it's not holding the ball. You know what I mean? Like, where's the interpretation of prior? He fucking dropped it. You know, holding the ball.
No, I think the key word that you said there is interpretation. And that's the problem with having too many, is that you've got 4 different people who interpret the same rule a different way. That's where frustration comes in for me, because you'll see a call made one way and you'll be like, all right, yeah, fair play. But then 10 minutes, it changes and someone else has called it differently. It's like, and that's where we get confused as fans. It's like, well, hang on, that was a free kick 10 minutes ago. Now it's not.
Correct.
But I think also one of the comments, it says, like, if there's 2 umpires, you'll miss more. That's spot on too. So it's hard finding the right balance of what's right. We just got to accept it's not going to be perfect, but we need to find a way to be better, for sure.
100% we've got to find a way to be better. First of all, I think that they make the rules too complicated, right? This is the problem with the game. Like, half the time, I don't even blame the umpires. Like, it's not their fault. They're just doing what they're told, mate. They don't know what to pick anymore, you know. So it's almost not their fucking fault anymore. You know what I mean? It's the umpiring fraternity, whatever they are, whoever makes the rules committee and that. What are you doing? Like, second of all, like, is there too many umpires? Maybe we need 3. I don't know how they're going to work this out, right? But maybe it is. And the problem is that one interpretation is different to the other interpretation. And when you see that in a game, it frustrates you. You go, mate, you didn't pay it over there and you're paying it over here. And that's more obvious. You know what I mean? Is it a hard game to umpire? Yes. The other thing is, they're not full-time. Is this one of the problems? That instead of fucking concentrating on the game, right, they're concentrating because half of them are fucking lawyers or a professor. So if some bloke's fucking defending a criminal during the week and then he's got to go and make a decision at Carlton and Collingwood game, like, I don't know, man. Is that a problem? Do we need to pay these umpires more and say you become full-time?
Yeah.
Like they do it to play.
You're right there, Rocco. I don't think the umpires, you know, obviously have a feel for the game. You know what I mean? It's just part of like a job that they've got. I can remember players, you know, when they'd retired, they go on an umpire. Mark Fraser was one of them. Jordan Bannister was another, where they had more of a feel for the game, and the decisions that they were making were, you know, there was no issues for me when I noticed they were umpiring. They just had more of a feel for that game. You know what I mean? So
how do we get more? So how do we get more players then into the umpiring fraternity? Do we have to pay them more?
Maybe, possibly.
Do we have to make them like this is a good like pathway for players who are maybe had a short career or something? Do we have to do something like that?
Like an incentive for them, you know what I mean? Like that's what I believe. I think it should be more past players or players that may be semi-retired or whatever the case may be that get involved a little bit more. And if it's about a pay issue, well, then pay them, because they're going to make more correct decisions, I believe, because they have that feel for the game. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I just don't know. They should be either, again, full-time or you know what I mean? Like, it's going to continue, because that's all we seem to be talking about is these bloody umpires every week. And it's getting worse and worse every week. The decisions they're making, it's like they're scared to make decisions, to be honest.
Do you also think, and I think this is a big issue in umpiring, right? We used to watch footy in the 80s, right? Mark too, because you're an old prick like me, right? We used to watch fucking footy in the 80s and the 70s. Not, you know, we were young in the 70s, but the 80s and 90s, right? There weren't 1,000 fucking replays, right? So what happened was there was a free kick, you take it, you move on. You don't talk about it anymore, right? Only if it was like a real howler did you ever talk about an umpire. I'll give you an example, right? the 79 grand final where Harms fucking clearly the ball was in. He's tapped it, right? But anyway, that's the only one you really talk about. I guarantee if we go over that game, we'll find 20 fucking mistakes, but no one's talking about it. But now what they do is they fucking replay. Then they slow it down. Then they go from another angle. Then they get the bird's view. And then they get this one here. And then they go, see, it was wrong. And you go, after 20 fucking videos, now you pick that it was wrong, right? I seriously reckon this is a bit of a problem. Think about this. Do we need to see all those replays over and over again? Like, why do we have to see like a decision? Like, we've been trained for that because everyone's waiting. I want to see the replay. I reckon if we didn't have it, it'll be a lot better this game, you know? And the commentators, stop fucking commentating on these things. They're the ones who bring it up. Oh, it's fucking bull. Shut up, Duxtel. Fucking hell, mate. Shut the fuck up, mate. Ken Hinkley, he's the worst commentator in the fucking business, mate. Shut up. I don't want to hear your voice, mate. Like, seriously. So, I don't know. I know it probably can't happen, but I seriously reckon this is a bit of a problem now. We're watching too many replays. Like, just watch the game, mate. And if there's a free kick, so, you know, sometimes, you know, you're at the game, you see a free kick, and you go, oh, that was fuck, and then you forget about it.
Yeah.
But if I show you that replay in front of you, you're at the game, and I go, look at this, look, you'll go, oh yeah, and then you'll start talking about it. You know, like, I don't know, maybe.
I don't want to reflect back to the discussion we had about the 30-second rule, but I reckon if that didn't come up, I wouldn't have known I didn't know until I didn't know until they start.
It was the commentators who started it.
Yeah,
they started it. They started going on about it. Oh, you know,
and it's all over the media, and you know, everyone's you know had their own opinions, and you start listening to those opinions and watching those opinions. But to me, honestly, while watching that game, I was oblivious to the 30 seconds.
Oh, you know what? If you watch, because we did the watch along with Bo, because I'm not allowed to go to games, right? So I watched the watch along with Bo, right? And because Carlton think they had to make a statement and stop me going to games, right? Because they're weak also. But so we're watching it. And the first thing I said when he took it, right, I said, he's going to ask for, I think I said something like, he's going to ask for 30 seconds, you know, right? I was speaking to Bo on the thing. And then I go, oh, look, he's got the 30 seconds. That's all I thought. And I thought, good on you. Waste as much time as possible. That's the first thing I thought about. Right, waste as much time because it was a close game.
You were concerned, weren't you?
Well, of course, man. Like, you don't know what's going to happen.
You were concerned the Bombers were going to come back, did you?
I wasn't. You never know, man. You get a fucking stupid fucking free kick. Something fucking happens, right? Mate, you waste as much time as possible, man. You'd be doing it. Everyone will be doing it. And that's the first thing I thought about. Waste as much time as possible. It's part of the rules. Waste. You know how many times you see like a free kick in other games, right? And you know that it's a close game and you go, take the 30 seconds. And then sometimes they start walking in at 15 and you're going to yourself, why did you wait another fucking 10 seconds, you dickhead? You know, you had the time, you know, so, but anyway, back to that. I think that, hey, let's show the game. Let's stop doing these replays, you know. Let's stop doing replays, man. And I'm telling you, we won't be talking about umpires as much anymore.
Yeah. There'll be people going absolutely crazy, though. If there was a really shit decision and they don't show the replay, you'd be going nuts. I want to fucking see that. But you forget about it.
Yeah. You're
right. Yeah.
We're all monkeys, mate. Just train them. Yeah. Just train people that I decide what you watch, right? There's no need to. Do you want to watch? And there was a comment here too. I think it was by Enzo. Yeah, they show the bullshit free kick 20 times, and you miss like part of the play because you're going back to the play, you know. And because this is again a commercial decision, you know what I mean. For them, it's all about fucking we need the viewers, controversy. You know, for them, I think it's more important if they get a controversial decision than a game. Yeah. It's more important for that, the talking point. What are we going to talk about this week? What's Fourever Rivals going to talk about if we don't do some controversial decisions here? You know.
And that's the replaying, Rocco. What you're saying is a flow and effect, I think, then to the umpires, because then they see a lot of it, and that's what makes their decisions a lot harder, because they're like, oh shit, last week they said this and they showed this and this and that, so I'm just going to let it go. You know what I mean? It's getting to the 100%. Stage where they're just scared to make that decision now. Clear decisions, clear.
And that happens with the goal umpires, and that happened with, I reckon, with Roden. There's been a lot of talk like, why don't the goal umpires, you know, make a decision? Why do they have to go upstairs? And then he makes a decision. All right, so it was wrong, but he makes a decision. Then they go, why didn't he go upstairs? And you go, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't here. If I make it, like you want me to make it. If you want me to make those decisions, guess what? I might get them wrong every once in a while.
That's right. They're not going to accept
or else just keep me there as the fucking bloke who does that, right? And go to upstairs on every point and everything, if that's what you want to do. But then guess what? It's going to become soccer. We're just going to be sitting there like this, waiting for something to happen, you know. And we don't want that. We want, like, we love our game that it continues on real quick, you know.
I'll be back, boys. Sorry, boys. Just got to see Juno for a second.
Liam, what do you reckon about? I don't know. Decision. All right, look, Mitch. We're already starting with the decisions, are we? Yes.
Yeah, decisions, man. I love it. Yeah.
What do you reckon, man? I don't know, man. Like it is becoming a point where we're just talking about umpires every week now, man.
You know, it's like what we said last week with stuff like the Arc. It's almost over officiating, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree.
It's kind of like I think you make a good point in the fact that, you know, it is what it is. Mistakes will happen. Wrong decisions will be made. There you go. But we get over it. We move on. Yeah, look, there's going to be a couple stinkers that happen that really do affect the game. But until then, you just got to accept it and move on sometimes. I think, when we start getting in all these replays and getting in all the Arc and taking time to stop and review everything, it's just kind of like, and like Enzo says, like, I hate it when they keep going back to something that's like, bros, I want to keep watching the game. Like,
exactly.
Like that's happened. It's done. I'm upset, but it's done. I just want to watch the game now. So
you know where it's heading though. In about 10, 15 years' time, coaches, time out. Let's check that decision, and then they can throw an ad in. They can have another talking point, and they can replay it a million times, and the umpire can review it and say, "Oh yeah, I got that one wrong. That's a free kick for whoever."
You know what? It might come where they've got like they can challenge like 3 decisions or something.
Yeah,
just like in cricket. I'm telling you, it'll fucking happen, mate. It'll be like just the pressure from everyone. It'll start to happen where we can, and then they'll start using it as a tactic, right? Because then they'll just want to stop the game and they'll go for the decision. You know what I mean? Like, this is the problem, man. Like, everything they're doing just causes another problem. Just another problem. Just we're trying to make this perfect game out of a game that's just erratic.
Yeah.
It's just this chaotic game. We're trying to make it perfect. Like, I love it when the ball is just like, you know, we're just moving the ball and it's chaos and it's this. I love all that, you know what I mean? But they're just trying to make it perfect. It's got to be perfect. Every decision's got to be perfect, but it's not. Before we go on, I just want to, first of all, thanks Oz for the super sticker of $1.99. You're a star. And he also, man, Oz, man, you're keeping our channel alive here, mate. Well done. Collingwood are only 2 spots above us on the ladder. Did you know that, Mick? 4 wins in a row for Carlton. Did you know that? Collingwood are nowhere near the top 6, let alone the top 4, Mick. I think he's talking straight to you, mate.
That is your premiership. Yeah, that is, you celebrate that. Yeah, that's what you guys celebrate.
True.
Being fucking 11th or something. Yeah, that's like a big pinnacle for you guys, mate. Good on you. Well done.
The people who celebrate that are a disgrace, man. I'm just happy with with getting some wins on the board and showing some progress. But I am nowhere near a happy camper about where my team is at. But we're a lot better than we were 5 weeks ago. I'll tell you that much. We're a lot better.
Rocco Moro earlier in the chat said, Collingwood's going to be playing for number 1 draft picks.
Oh yeah, he did too.
Rocco, I love your work, Rocco, but mate, we don't do that, man. We're not like Collingwood's not like these other 3 guys here, mate.
Wait a second, we
don't need number 1 draft picks every year, mate. We don't bottom out, mate. We're always challenging. Doesn't matter how shit we're playing, how many injuries we got. We're always challenging, mate.
You need father and sons, but don't you? You happily take them early when you can.
Well, everyone gets father and sons, man. Why? Because ours are the best. Sorry, fuck.
That's the best.
You're gonna want to wish, Mick, that you guys are going to start to get early draft picks, mate. Because the way your team is going at the moment.
Listen, buddy. Yeah. All right. I'm telling you now, okay? Collingwood, Carlton, Richmond, Essendon. Collingwood will be up there contending before you 3 teams. Whether it's in 2 or 3 years.
I beg to differ.
It's not going to be Carlton, man. Sorry, Rocco.
Oh, we're gonna steamroll you, man. Like you've got Noah coming through.
Okay.
You're a bunch of bloody old fellas in wheelchairs. You're keeping them there just to get records. I said this. I seriously said this on Monday. Very good game. I have to admit, great game, right? If you didn't have Dacos, you'd be bottom 4.
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Oh, good.
But we got him. That's all that matters. We got him.
You're getting carried away for them. Oh.
And Mick, just quickly, mate.
Go, Mark. Go.
Now, Mick, just quickly, I've just noticed. I mean, you might want to talk about it on the game, but I've just noticed there's a bit of a trend lately with the Collywobbles, mate. That they're not actually winning the close games.
Collywobbles.
Yeah, the Collywobbles. Yeah. They're actually not winning the close games anymore. Is that due to maybe just a lack of running legs, or maybe the team's not getting that kind of winning feeling again, mate? So there's a bit of a trend going. So a few games this year, you've actually lost the games that you normally would have won, say, a couple of years ago. That's some signs there saying that you're running out of legs, and there's maybe too many old cows, too many old players out on the field there, mate.
They might be getting another bloody 30-year-old here in
lockdown. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it, mate.
We'll take it.
Running off the park, mate.
And Peter's trying to be funny there because that's not his name, and you're trying to look. All of you in the chat, like, right? Really now, is this just? Wait, listen to Rocco for the whole show. Find something he says wrong and just hammer him. I've got dirt on all of you guys, mate. Be careful. Can I just say we'll get onto that. I just want to talk. We're off with the umpires. They're shit anyway. They ruin the game. My opinion is stop showing replays and make them full time. If I'm in charge of AFL, I say stop showing 5,000 replays. Show the game. Don't worry about replays. I don't want to see them anymore, right? I don't want to see a free kick. Oh, you know when they do like a high and then the hand goes like that and they go, oh, yeah, there it was. It was a little bit high.
Yeah.
Like, don't show that. Don't show it. No one needs to show it. No one
show
needs
more
to
marks and show more goals.
Why don't we exactly, Mark? That's the best thing you've said in fucking 4 years, right? Just show the entertainment. That's all we want to see. Show the big mark. Show the goals, mate. Like, don't worry about the ticket. All right, what I want to do, I'll pass it on to 2 things will go on before we go into the games. I'll pass it on to Liam. Should we be selling games? Like, you're going to sell one this week, right?
That's right, yeah.
And last week, North Melbourne. Yeah, and North Melbourne sold one last week, and they sold a game like 2 hours away from Fremantle, who are on top of the ladder, and they just copped it in the Popiso. Is that the right word there, Mick? Is that the right word?
It is, Popiso, yeah.
Popiso. They just copped it like 19 goals unanswered, like, because they sold the game for what? Maybe, I don't know, a couple $100,000, whatever they got for it. What do you reckon, Liam?
Again this week, Liam? Didn't they sell the game again this week? They're playing Freo, is that right? No, sorry, they're playing.
So they've sold both games here. So they're the game last week in Canberra was the home game, and the home game is at Optus this week, which is ridiculous. And the problem is, it's like
against who? What's going on?
North Melbourne have the home game in Perth at Optus Stadium this week, so they've got
against who?
West Coast.
Against West Coast.
Wow.
Oh, is that what they did? Really? Oh, I hope West Coast punish them.
Game
I hope West Coast punish them. Please let West Coast punish them, please.
Yeah. Well, I think the strange thing is, like, Dad's obviously a member, and they're given the members still get to use their member ticket for the game because they're not selling enough tickets as a North Melbourne game. So it asks the question, what's the point now? And then you bring up things like the results. They got, I don't know what the word you used was, but I can't imagine it was good because they got smashed against Fremantle. It's an interesting thing. I don't know if it's spot on, but apparently they got 2.5 mil for selling these games. Now, that is a decent amount of money, but I'd like to know, is it worth it in the long run? Because they've come out, they've played 2 games in a location. They've already got smashed in one. I think they're losing in this week. And then hopefully they come back tired and my team can beat them. That's the plan. So that's what I mean. Well, the question is more weighing it up is the monetary value actually worth it against the performance? Because North Melbourne were potentially like in and around that sort of competing for the wild card thing. They've just been smashed. And now they might lose another game. And now they're losing home games. They've been winning all their games at Marvel this. I think they've only lost 1 home game at Marvel this year. And now they've got rid of 2 home games.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you may make a bit of extra cash, but is it actually worth it? Personally, I don't think so.
I would be so pissed off if I was North Melbourne supporter.
We make a bit of quick cash, but we lose a home game. I don't want to play a home game in Tasmania. What good is that for us? We're struggling enough as it is. Now we have to go and give up one of our home games just for a little bit of extra cash. We're not going to go down to Tassie and win. We're playing against Brisbane. It doesn't matter who we're playing against, to be honest. Doesn't make sense.
That's for your supporters.
But it would have been easier to play them at the G, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. You want to play them at the G. The G's our home ground, but now we lose a home game. And same thing, they're like, we can give you a ticket to go watch in Tassie. Yeah, great. I'll just find an extra $1,000 myself to get myself out to Tassie and get a flight and get a room. Where's the logic in that? But we'll give you a free ticket. Well, thanks very much. Why don't you just play the game at our home ground?
I agree. I think it's ridiculous. I think the most important thing is, man, you win games, you play finals. That's the most important thing for supporters and for your team, right? So I'll pass it on to Mick, but I'd just like to say, if North miss out on the 10th by 1 game, right, or by percentage because they just got pumped by 120 points, right, how are the fans going to feel then? Mick?
Yeah. If I was a North fan, I would be so pissed off with this. It's like, come on, man. They want to watch their team play at Marvel where they're successful. And relatively to previous seasons, they've had an okay start to the year. But now these 2 games where it should be played at Marvel, they've played them away. They're going to lose them both, and it's just totally derailed their season. I know a few North Melbourne supporters, and they just happen to be arrogant bastards. So I'm not really that. I don't really feel sorry for them or anything. But if I was them, I'd be so pissed off with the decision. But the way the AFL is structured now, it's forcing these teams that can't get big crowds to do these stupid things, which shouldn't be allowed anyway. You should not be allowed to sell your game to play in fucking wherever, Tasmania or Bunbury, wherever it was. It's just ridiculous. It's the AFL is ridiculous enough, and now you got this as well. It's just. So are we a real competition? Are we a real competition when a club can sell the venue of their game? Nah.
It's a good question, man. And sometimes we are a fucking like we're just this bloody just it feels like we're just a second-rate competition when they make it.
We are.
And you're right. You know what? Like this is a team that probably needs money. So they're vulnerable. So it's unfair to put them in that position where you go, mate, you want to sell, like we'll give you some money, and they're vulnerable. And they go, but you know what? We need the money, right? And I reckon that's unfair. I reckon it's unfair because guess what? They're not selling it. They're not going to sell it to Carlton, Collingwood, maybe Essendon. They're not selling it to the big clubs where they got no money. They got plenty of money. No one's coming to Carlton and saying, listen, I bet you Fremantle aren't coming to Carlton and saying, or Collingwood or any of us, but they're not coming to us too and saying, hey, you want to play your home game in Fremantle? You know what we're going to say to them? You know which finger I'm going to give them when they say that to us? We're going to say no. But to a Fremantle, to a North Melbourne, hey, guess what? Who's selling these games? North Melbourne. And even Richmond, I'm a bit surprised they took it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going to refer to, because North, I can probably understand financially maybe the gates they want to get, but Richmond, I was quite surprised that they're selling their game at Tassie. So the only reason why I would see that happening is maybe to maybe get some supporters, some Tassie supporters to jump on board with the Richmond Football Club. So that's the only reason I could see Richmond going to Tassie, because Kevin Sheedy was quite good at doing that, playing the club up in Northern Territory and so forth, where you notice that you get a lot of support out towards the states there. So that's the only reason why I could see Richmond, playing in Tassie is for maybe getting some support down there, I guess. So
is there any word, Liam, on why they did it?
So the main reason why we're doing it is the redevelopment at Punt Road. So we're obviously trying to get a couple extra dollars in the bank to help boost along that process of redeveloping. I understand it from that point of view, but again, I don't think it's right. We've had this conversation before, I think, of AFL runs their club as a business, and that's what they're doing here. They're running it as they've seen an opportunity, like, hey, we can go play a game and make some money here. The thing is, I don't think it's right, because there's like I said, the performance factor. The main thing is we want our team to perform. I don't think this is going to help us perform better. An extra week of travel doesn't matter who we play, but it's not going to help us out. We're already having a heap of injury problems. I don't think a big flight down to Tassie is going to do us any good. But then also the fans, like, yeah, all right, we make a quick buck from playing it down there. But like I said, who's actually going to go on? Like, how many Richmond fans do you think are actually going to go down to Tassie to watch this game? How many North Melbourne fans are going to be at the game at Optus on Saturday? Like, it's going to be all West Coast fans.
So not after that performance anyway.
You lose out in that sense as well. So I don't understand.
Hey, what do you reckon?
It's very short-sighted how they're doing it, in my opinion. It's just
I don't like it. I don't like
very
it. You reckon? I reckon Rocco Moro's on.
He's on the money, huh? We don't need to sell our games, man. We'll never be in that position.
You should go to Barwon Prison, and then all the prisoners can just watch the game for free.
That'll be a sellout. That'll be a
sellout. We don't sell our jumpers for M&Ms and stuff like that. We don't need to do that stuff, man. Just keep us out of this spot. We don't sell games. Sell our jumpers.
Disgraceful, man. Some of the decision. Hey, you don't have to tell me, Mick. You're trying to rev me up, man. You don't have to tell me about that fucking yellow and blue jumper, mate. And hey. We sold. Don't worry about selling fucking single games, mate. We sold our soul when we stopped playing at Princess Park. Don't you worry. I'm still burning about that, and I'll hate Colo for the rest of bloody eternity, mate. The dog. He sold our soul when we left Princess Park, man. We should never have left that ground. Never. Or for what? Because that should have been illegal. He had interest in bloody at Marvel, or at the time it was Colonial or whatever. He had interest in there. He was part of whatever there, man. How did they allow that? How? Yeah.
There were vested interests.
Did they allow that?
Vested interests. And it's all over the AFL, man. There's so much shady shit happening with all these cunts, man. Sorry, I used the wrong word.
No, 100%, man. We don't use that word, but listen, man, 100%, man. And this is why do you think, man, I get so upset about my side, Mick? When I talk about our presidents and that they've all got their own invested interest in the club and they use their position to advance themselves. Look at bloody Sayers. I'll talk about him till the day I die, the fucking prick he is. He's still in the newspaper. He only made the decisions for himself and he fucking made some bad decisions and it's cost us years. And now we've got the same with the new president putting himself in the coaching committee so he can pick a coach. What would you know about picking a coach, man? Yeah, fucking idiot. I hate that. I'm bloody pissed off. We went about it last night and I'll do it again. It's a disgraceful decision by our club. It's a disgraceful decision, man. That just shows that you're not doing it for the right reasons. You're not doing it for the right reason. Selling a home game to play an interstate side on your turf is basically saying we need the money more than we need the 4 points. They might be honest, but it's not exactly inspiring. 100%, man. At the fans, man, we want to just first of all we want to watch our team, and second, well, first of all we want to win, but we want to watch our team. Like you said, no one's going to bloody Perth this week to watch Richmond or North. Sorry, North. You're going to Tassie. No one's going to bloody Tassie. No one goes to Tassie anyway. You're not going to go there to go and watch a game, right? No one wants to go to Tassie unless you want to see those big trees. That's all. That's the only reason you go to Tassie. Or else you're not going.
I'll put it to you this way, Liam. If say Richmond were say in the top 4 at the moment, would you go to Tassie and watch them?
No.
You still wouldn't go to Tassie and watch them?
Why would we want to give away a home game? If we're in the top 4 and we're competing for a spot in the finals, why are we giving away a home game? Doesn't make sense. Like if we're in a spot where we're competing, you want to play your game at home, right? That's where we're our best chance. We play our best football at the MCG, not in Tasmania, where I think last year we played one game there and we got belted. So why do we want to give away a game there if we're competing for something? No.
And the other side of it is like a Fremantle, right, are doing this. And they're competing for a top spot. They're competing for home ground finals, right? So it's to their advantage. Like, think about it, bloke. You've just given them a massive advantage, man. They could now finish most likely top 2 because of that. And then all of a sudden, so it's don't get me wrong, smart move by them, but man, all right. One more thing we'll talk about before we go into it. Mick, Frampton. Just got off.
Yeah.
Frampton.
That was a wonderful news to hear that. I wasn't expecting that. With the AFL, the way they make decisions and everything, I was expecting it to hold up the 3-week suspension. So as the game was, just as this show was starting, I was getting the messages saying Frampton got off, and it was great to hear. Finally, some common sense. And to every normal supporter that watches the game, that understands the sport, everyone knows there was no malice in that tackle. Checkers, I love him. He was an absolute warrior for our club, but he went in head. He pretty much tried to headbutt Frampton's stomach. Frampton, what's he going to do, man? He did his best. He tried to still apply the tackle. Checkers slipped and hit his head on his knee and then on the floor. It was just an absolute fucking balls up. But good decision and very happy because Frampton is having a fantastic year, his best year of his career. He's actually, mate, we lose him, we are stuffed. And great to see AFL finally make a common sense decision because I wasn't expecting that.
You just said if you lose Frampton, you guys are stuffed. Seriously.
We are. Yeah, man. He's topped the league for spoils this year. Like, I know everyone else looks at him like he's clumsy and he does stupid stuff, and he does probably one stupid thing every game. But he always beats his man. He never gets like a big bag of goals kicked on him. He takes intercept marks.
You see possibly the reason why he's doing that is maybe because Cloak's not playing, and it's giving him a bit more responsibility and freedom to play the way he wants to play.
You're talking about Dusty Moore?
Cloak. Fuck it. What are we talking about?
What's going on?
Look, I thought we were back in the 80s, mate.
Global. I agree. Frankfurt played heaps better since Cloak hasn't played. All right, go. Say it again. Who?
Mate. Travis Small.
Travis Small.
You're having a fun now, mate.
You know what I'm talking about, mate.
I do. Yes, you're right, Mark. Darcy Moore has been very... Let me tell you something about Darcy Moore. Right, he's our captain. Every time he's played since the premiership, he's been very erratic. When we won the premiership, he had a player called Nathan Murphy who was always next to him. He used to fucking save his ass all the time. Nathan Murphy got concussed in that grand final. Doesn't play anymore. He's retired early. And Moore's been without him since then. Since then, Moore's been injury-riddled and very erratic and in bad form. He's had some good games. I'll give him that. He played a very good final against Adelaide. But, yeah, you're right. Frampton, look, the reason Frampton's always been good. He just needed continuity in that fullback spot, and he's got it now. And he's just that old-school dour fullback, no nonsense, stays on his man, and does his job. And, yeah, if he goes down, we are absolutely fucked. He's our second best player this year. Nick's the best, and he's our best. So that's how bad we're going this year. Frampton is our second best player.
Yeah.
Carl's
Going on fullbacks, but Mick, going on fullbacks, mate. Just want to congratulate Dustin Fletcher for being nominated into the Hall of Fame. So congratulations, Dusty, mate. Go Gadget Man. 400 games for the Essendon Football Club. I think he's one of the best fullbacks. Was one of the best fullbacks going around. One of the best. Congratulations, Dusty, mate. Good on you, mate. 400 games and inducted into the Hall of Famer.
Sam Walker used to kick tens on him, man. Come on.
Yeah, he would have a shot from goal from about 90 metres, wouldn't he, Rocco?
Exactly. You're not going to take that away. I remember him kicking a goal from about 80.
Should the umpire make a decision to say, Dustin Fletcher, he can kick it 40 metres?
Well, this is now all of a sudden, no, he should be allowed to. No, but what I was going to say about Frampton, right? That is a disgraceful decision. He should have got 12 fucking weeks. I discussed it with you before. I seen it, like it was at the look. First of all, I heard that we saw that I think my checks are doing well. He's had the operation, he's moving, so that's the main thing, man. The last thing you want to see is fucking someone being paralyzed or something out of this, right? This bloke didn't want to do that, so that's the first thing. It was an accident. As you said, this was just in the play. It just happened to really fall badly the way he fell forward and onto his neck, you know. When they gave him the 3 weeks, I thought, I said straight away, he'll get 3 weeks for that. Only because I know what the AFL is going to do. And I was right. But I thought this is disgraceful because are we now... It's back to that whole argument. Is it about the result, you know, what happens, or is it about the play? And, I mean, that wasn't malice. There was nothing in that. I mean, it was a bad result. But so, to tell you the truth, I hate Collingwood. I'm wrapped when you get injuries, suspension. It's the best, man. I chuck parties, right? But this was the right decision to get him off today. This was the right decision for everyone. Liam?
Yep.
Yeah, no, look, it's the right decision. I think, I mean, I've been doing research on like all concussion in the game. Unfortunately, part of the game is there is inherent risks that can happen. Unfortunately, this was an accidental thing. It did happen. I think someone put it in the comments as well. The tackle was actually paid a free kick.
Yeah, so it was ball. And it was ball. And it was ball. Yeah,
100%.
That's what I mean. So it's not like he's gone outside of the rules. And again, I don't think players actually go out there with intent to hurt people. Like, I really don't think that's the intention of any player out there. I think, unfortunately, this was just an incidental thing that happened. Also, watching the footage, it sounds bad to say it, but like you can sort of say that Majacek contributed to it just by like leaning down how he was. Not saying that it's his fault. I think, like our comment says, it was accidental. It's unfortunate that it's happened. It sucks. We hope Majacek gets better, of course, first and foremost. But there shouldn't be a punishment for that one. And but yeah, like you guys, I'm actually surprised that they overturned it. They usually try and make an example out of this stuff and be like, oh, you know, he's injured him and he's hit him on his head. We have to cut this out of the game. So yeah, I was actually very surprised to see the news that they overturned it. But maybe the AFL got one right for once, eh? How about that?
Yeah,
doesn't happen often.
Yeah. If they suspended him for that, what would have happened after that is every time someone goes head first into someone's belly or stomach, the guy can't do anything. He can't tackle. He's going to be just going like this, and it'll just be a stupid look for the game. So
exactly, it'll be like where do you draw the line on what's legal and what's not?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It was a good decision, man. It's a good about time they fucking like.
Yeah, good decision.
Their common sense.
Absolutely.
Use their common sense, man, because seriously. So all right, that's good. So he's got off. You did get an injury, but we'll talk about that. Maynard got injured, didn't he? So we'll talk about that. All right, listen. I think there were some games we need to talk about. What do you reckon? Let's go. Yes, there were a couple of games, and the first one was on the Saturday, but there's no Richmond. But first one was Essendon Carlton, 67 to 72. 5 points at the end of the day, mates. Close game, all game. To tell you the truth, one of the poorest games I've seen played by any two clubs this year, man. It was just the skills were down. It was a bit surprising by Carlton, the way they played, considering the way they played the last 3 weeks. But I kind of said it beforehand that I think we were going to have a little bit of a downer, and Essendon were going to come out. Let's be honest. Essendon are having 1 or 2 grand finals this year, and it's Anzac Day against Carlton, maybe against Richmond. They're your grand final. When you're at the bottom of the ladder, that's what you play for. And now you sacked your coach. So I knew you were going to come out. To tell you the truth, you outplayed us in that first, especially the first quarter. In the second one, I mean, we kicked 1-6. Could have been anything, you know what I mean? But Mark, that game was fucking deplorable, man, by both teams. It was disgraceful, man. But in saying that, I still think in the last quarter, I was proud of the boys, because at the end of the day, I've been asking for a few things for the boys. When things get hard, can you turn it around? Can you win games? We've been losing all the second halves. All of a sudden, the last 4 weeks, we've been controlling games. Teams have been coming at us. It doesn't matter that Essendon was at the bottom of the ladder. Mate, it was a tough game. You can only play what's in front of you at the moment. And leaders stood up in Walsh and Cripper, and Mackay had probably his best game in a year. Or not your Mackay. Your Mackay, they chucked that in the forward line. But our Mackay had probably his best game of the year. Jagger Smith. We had important moments in the last quarter by 1 or 2 of the young kids, which impressed me. And we won the game. Mate, at this stage here, after we've had the 3 weeks, I'll take the win. I know it's against Essendon, but I'll take the win. But I don't usually do that, but I have to give credit where credit is due. Essendon actually came out and came out to play that day, and they showed us up at the start. And is it Durham?
Sam
Durham. He actually killed us in the first half, but this wouldn't have happened against Voss. We made a move. He went and he put Hewitt on him in the second half, and it pretty much closed him down. He still was okay, but he wasn't as damaging anymore. So Hewitt did a really good shutdown role. You know what I mean? He moved a few players around. So I reckon our coach there at the moment is doing a good job. Marco, what'd you make of the game?
Yeah, you were spot on about that, Rock. I think the game was pretty atrocious, mate, by both parties, mate. So watching it, but yeah, I think it just come back again to our leaders. I think, Zach Merritt. I think they pretty much played him throughout the back.
They play him in the back line, mate.
Yeah, and he had. Did you know he had 10 turnovers?
Yeah.
10 turnovers.
He had a terrible. I don't know what happened, but he had a terrible game, and he was playing in the back line. I don't know why you were playing him in the back line.
There's only a couple of the reasons why I think that. I think maybe he's actually maybe told the club that he does really want to move on. So they're probably playing him, and they're playing him, obviously in the back line, and just giving some of the young players a bit of an opportunity through the mid now. So that could be one reason, or maybe he's just not familiar playing in the back line. There's a bit of pressure, and he starts turning the ball over. But they were all uncontested, so there was no pressure. And that's not like Zach Merritt, to be honest. He would have at least pinned 8 of those, turnovers that wouldn't have occurred. So, and that can cost games as well in some way, Rocco, as well. And Langford was the same. He played around towards the back line as well. And just decisions that they made going forward was ridiculous. And that's what really pisses me off about this club. Those leaders, should be showing the young boys how it's done. So, very disappointed with those guys. But, obviously Sam Durham played a fantastic first half. We were up by 24 points at one stage. So, I did expect Carlton to come back. But after half-time, I just noticed that Durham might have just run out of legs. So, all in all, I think
the Hewitt move was a big move, but it was. He covered him well, man. It was a good move, and he probably.
I think Cripper was probably the key to the game. As a leader again, he just made those decisions that a leader should do. And I think if it wasn't for Cripper, the game could have gone either way, to be honest, Rocco. So I'm not just saying that for any particular reason, but I think he was the key to the game. But moving forward for the Essendon Footy Club, I think Solomon's made some changes, which is good to see. Obviously, Mackay going forward, he was a bit of a focal
point. You like that?
Look, I mean, I liked it, but I can't see it once we get a few players coming back. Peter Wright and Harrison Jones come back for his first game. Archer May, he's still another player that belongs in our forward line. So I think having 4 tours, I don't think it's going to work. But he's got an opportunity to play forward all year, and if he comes out and kicks 30 goals by the year, so be it. Could be a bit of a change. But again, Solomon making some changes, and I think that worked. I felt Zach Reid, young bomber, would have played his best game playing at centre half back. So good on you, Zach, mate. And if he can continuously be not injured, this guy's going to be a star for the club. So just moving forward, and also young Al Hacker kicked a couple of nice, smart little goals. So bringing the ball to ground, those small forwards need to be doing their job, and he just showed some of these players that you can kick goals off the pack. So fantastic to that little fella as well. So moving forward, obviously we just need to continuously keep fighting. The win will come. And when it does come, I think it's going to be fantastic. And I would just love to see the boys sing the song again by the end of the year. And, we'll just keep forward fighting. And also, I do still believe that Westerfield he actually played all right on Cripper, to be honest. So he played on him most of the game on the weekend. So good on you, Westerfield, for doing something at least that week. So we can only move forward, mate, and go from there.
Listen, mate, Enzo, this is the comment of the week. Mackay's twins, both best on ground. Harry for milking the clock, Ben for milking the Bombers' salary cap. That is like that. Now, listen, man, it was a shitty game. Look, mate, we couldn't have played worse. If you watch us in the last 3 weeks, especially last week, mate, we just came out. You know what? I believe they came out thinking that this was going to be an easy win. I truly believe that, and they showed it. Because when they come out, mate, you killed us through the middle, and that we're winning nearly every week, and we just couldn't get our hands on the fucking ball. I think then they got a rocket up their ass, I reckon, by the coach at halftime. And if you notice, we started moving the ball quicker. We started handballing forward a bit and started getting back to what we were doing in the last 2 or 3 weeks, And then, like I said, those leaders, like, to tell you the truth, Cripper wasn't that good. But in the last quarter, he was huge for us. You know what I mean? He stood up. Walsh stood up, you know, and all those players started to stand up. Dean,
because they've obviously got belief. They've got belief now. The Carlton Football Club.
A bit more belief, 100%.
They've got that freedom of playing, and this is what would really upset me. Little things in the game that are looked at as if to say, why make that decision? You know, it was 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. I think we were probably about 80 meters away from goal. We had the ball, and I'm like, just kick the friggin' ball forward. They went backwards. So that's the difference. You're going backwards and you're wasting time, the 40 seconds. When you're 80 meters away from goal, why don't you fucking just bomb it along and hope for the best and maybe get a mark or a free kick and go into the last quarter with a goal up? So the game's at a level where it's a drawn game. They
haven't got that confidence, man.
And they haven't got that confidence where, you know, if they had that belief and confidence, they would have just done what normal football teams will do and kick it long and get that opportunity of kicking a goal. So I'll just, from there onwards, I looked at it and thought, these guys just need to believe, mate. They need to believe that take the game on. They've got nothing to lose, and that's what I can't understand. They need to start believing. Doesn't matter if they go down by 5 goals. Doesn't matter if they go by 10 goals. Just take the game on and see what they're made of.
That takes belief. I also think, seriously, your players, I mean, they're young. You got some good players. You got a lot of hacks in there. So, but you come out firing. I have to admit, man, you come out firing in that fucking first half. I can't deny that. But as I said, I'm happy with the way we came back. People are going, oh, you only beat Essendon by 5 points. You know, sometimes you just got to win. Sometimes you just got to win. And where we're at, 5 weeks ago, man, people are saying, I'm probably one of them, that's saying, I can't see us winning a game for the rest of the year. And now 4 weeks later, we're like, the other thing was, I never said this, right? But people are going, we're going to win by 10 goals. We're going to win by 80 points. And I kept saying, like, what evidence do you see Carlton winning by 10 goals? What have we done lately to show you that we can win by 10? We can't win by 10 goals. We're still not a great side. Like, and everyone now drinking the fucking bath water saying, oh, you know, hey, we might make finals, but there's a long way to go. You know how many fucking wins we got to still get to make finals? You know, so everyone just relax. But, mate, we beat Essendon. I'm always happy to beat fucking Essendon, right? Probably secured your bottom spot ladder, man. It's all good for me. I'm happy to take the fucking 4 points.
And the thing is, too, Rocco, I think a lot of the media and so forth, they're always beaten up on Essendon, yeah? They're always beaten up on Essendon. But, and that's okay. We're not playing good football. But, you know, I'd hate to go down against Melbourne this week by over 100 points. And this is what frustrates me a little bit. You got teams like a North Melbourne that look like they're a bit on the rise. I think they're a better class than your Richmond, your West Coast, and your Essendons and so forth. And they get smacked by 120 friggin' points. Absolutely ridiculous. And then you got Richmond on the other side 2 weeks ago, smashed by over 100 points. Now, these are teams that you feel that they should be on the improve. So I'd be really, really pissed off or disappointed if we go down, say, next week or the week after by 120 points by an opposition team. I think we're just going back to that square one. So if we're competitive and we go down by 5 or 6 or 8 goals, look, I'm not happy with that. But if we get a loss by 120 points, I think the media should be talking more about North Melbourne and Richmond at this stage than worrying about where the Bombers are at.
All right. So I agree with you. And what I'll say about I don't like usually talking nicely about Essendon because I want to see misery from you. I love the misery coming out of your face, right? Because you're just a shit club. But this week, what you want, and this is what I wanted, right? You want to see improvement. So this week, if you get beaten by 100 points, what you did against Carlton means nothing.
Correct.
Right? So you need to show something this week, right? And Melbourne have shown to be a class act this year, right? So they're going to fucking come out. And so you want to play that sort of stuff. And if you play that daring footy, right, and you lose, so be it. So be it. But that's what you want, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that's why I'm happy with Carlton. People are going like, oh, you know, I'm happy. I don't know why people are miserable about Carlton. But we won 4 in a row. We've beaten like fucking thing last week. We now beat Essendon. We won 4 in a row. Now we give ourselves some sort of chance of making finals, right? if you can't be happy about that? You're a miserable fucking soul. That's all I've got to say.
I believe Carlton will make. I believe Carlton will make. I mean, you guys are only one game behind those potatoes there. The other potatoes.
2 points.
See what happens, Mick, when you don't win those close ones, mate. You get the draw money. What happens, and that's going to cost you guys. It's going to cost you guys.
Well, look at this, man. I'm miserable. I'm miserable. Rocco's ecstatic with the position he's in.
No, I won't let you put words in my mouth here, right? You just take it easy, bro. You just take it easy, mate. I never said I was ecstatic. I said I know where my club's at, right? I know what we need to do. There's a lot of work. But at the moment, I've seen certain growth and certain things happen in the last 4 weeks. We asked for Voss to get sacked. He gets sacked, right? Then I asked for play the kids. We play the kids. Then I asked for leaders to stand up. They've been standing up. Then I asked for a bit of a different game plan. Let's take the game on. Let's move the forward. And we're doing it, right? But now people still want me to be miserable. I'm not happy. I'm not saying I'm wrapped with it. But what I'm happy with is the small steps we've taken so far. If we can keep doing this, next year, maybe we're fighting for finals. The year after, maybe we're fighting for finals. We'll pick up a couple of players. Like if Essendon don't take Cody Walker from us, then maybe we get Cody Walker. That's what I'm saying, Nick. So don't you dare put words in my mouth.
No, Rocco. Look, I hate the Spuds. I hate Carlton.
I know.
Full on, right? But I can understand where you're coming from. I'd love Essendon to win. Any team would like to win 4 games in a row. It's very hard to win 4 games in a row in the season these days, Right. 3 games, yes, and then you afford to lose a game unless you're right up the top there. So I'd be wrapped if I was a Carlton supporter to win the 4 games. I'd be wrapped at this stage. What you've got to prove now is that I think you've got West Coast and Richmond possibly the next.
So we got GWS after the bye. That's going to be tough over there. And then we got Richmond and West Coast. And this is what I'm saying where, mate, if we beat GWS, we could possibly be 8-8 in fucking 3 weeks' time.
Oh, you passed Collingwood. You passed Collingwood on the way down. Prices are down. But I think Carlton will be on top of Collingwood, to be honest, and that's a big statement there, Mick, mate. But I reckon
well, with all the shit you cop off Rocco, you're more happy about us being shit than you want them to be above us. Come on, man.
To be honest with you, Mick, I hate Collingwood more than Carlton, to be quite honest, mate. It's only because of Rocco I hate Carlton. And if Liam starts getting his little fucking cheeky smile going, I'll tell you what, Richmond will get close to it as well. I'm telling you right now. But
I was going to ask you about something because you did bring up my friend before.
Collingwood. I just something about Collingwood, man.
We all hate Collingwood. That's. But
I love you, Nick. I love you, Nick.
Mark, you did mention my team, how we did get smashed the other week. That sucks. And North Melbourne got smashed, but that was against the top 2 teams. We've spoken a bit here this season how we're
120 points.
Come on,
Liam. Seriously,
let him talk. I want to hear what he's got to say. What do you say?
We're talking about measuring our performance against the teams around us. You haven't beat the teams around you. Because I know we got smashed against Sydney 2 weeks ago, but week before we actually beat Essendon. So, North Melbourne just got smashed. North Melbourne also beat you. Port's in the bottom 4, they beat you. West Coast's in the bottom 4, they beat you. So how about you try to focus on actually beating the teams around you first before flagging out our teams? That's what I want to say to you.
Referring to that, you guys, you did beat the Essendon and so forth, and to go out perform like that a week or so later, 100 odd points is that'd be disappointing, mate. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to refer to.
I'm more making the fact that maybe just worry about your own crap team instead of jumping on top of my team. We got smashed. We got smashed by a top 2 team. You can't beat anyone.
Yeah, well, mate, I am worried about my team.
How come you can't beat us?
I am worried about my team. My concern is more, Liam, that we cop a lot of the shit, and that's because we're the Essendon Football Club. And like Mick was saying before the show, that we can handle shit like that, mate. We can handle criticism from other clubs and the AFL and supporters. So that's why we cop a lot of shit, because we can stand up and we can fight. Other clubs, they tend to just swivel and start sinking. So I'd be worried more about.
You're having a win about it. I don't know. You're on two sides to the fence.
Listen, I reckon this year it is going to be the battle between Carlton and Collingwood. Who's going to finish higher, first of all? Because I do believe you are just a rubbish side anyway. And I do believe that Richmond and Essendon, it's going to be the battle of the wooden spoon, mate. Is who's going to finish at the bottom.
Come on, Dogs, wooden spooners, mate. Let's go get Walker. Let's go and get Walker.
Well, I think you're.
So everyone's been asking, how are you going to get Walker?
I'm not going to answer.
Because you don't know. Admit that you don't. We don't want to get. But admit you don't know, and I'll leave you alone.
I will tell you. You know what we will do, though, Rocco? We will bid for him, but I do know that Carl will match that bid. So,
but you can't. If admit it, because everyone's getting frustrated here, right? Admit it that if we want Cody Walker, you can't get him.
No, because you'll match our bid, so we're not going to get him.
Yeah, all right. So last week,
bid for him.
But last week admit you were talking through your ass last week.
Yes.
All right, good. All right. Now I can leave you alone, see? Because you do understand that, of course, you're going to bid for him. Because it's in your interest to bid for him. Yeah. And it's also, like, if you don't bid for him, then it's in the interest of Richmond to bid for him, because you'll get an extra pick.
Yes.
And that's what you mean. But as far as, like,
Richmond, Carlton will bid for him anyway. So that's why they'll match it. They'll match it, and they'll.
Well, we'll use our draft picks to get him. So and if and that's the case. All right. So
bit of controversy.
Look, everyone, look at this. Everyone, finally, Mark. Finally, you.
All right, Gino, I'm coming now. I'm going to have a break. Hold on, I'm going to have a quick.
All right, while you have a
break with Gino.
We're going to talk about Melbourne and Collingwood.
Gino, what do you want me to come over there? What do you want me to do, Gino? What do you want me to say?
Here you go, mate. It's all about you now. 75-83. This was a good game. It was back and I actually watched all of this game. It was back and forth, and I'll tell you, probably the two best players on the ground was Dacos and then this bloke here, Pickett, in the last quarter. Man, he could have had 4 goals in that last quarter, but the bloke, I'm going to say, I think at the moment he could be the best player in the competition, this bloke here. He's an absolute freak, but it was a good game, and you could have won it, but Melbourne took it right at the end, yeah?
Yeah, I'll put it this way. Both teams could have won by up to 4 goals. Both teams missed easy chances. And the umpiring was terrible, but it didn't contribute to the results of the match. But there were some glaring bad decisions, which I'm not going to go through. I can't be bothered. But, so with us, we were very panicky. There was no real composure, and that's from experienced players as well. We obviously tried our hardest. We won the clearances. We lost the hit-outs by plus 29, but we still won the centre clearances. So that was very surprising. We set up defensively on every centre bounce. Lost most of them, but got the ball out more. So that was. But then in transition, our ball use was absolutely disgusting. I don't know what's happened to our skills. And then on top of that, like set shots from experienced players like Degoe from 30, 40 metres out, no angle to speak of. They missed them at crucial stages. We're just a slow team now, man, with no X factor up forward.
What's happened?
Well, that's the big question, man. It seems
$64,000 question, yeah.
It is, man. Look, we are old. Yeah, we are old. That run and gun style, I don't think our aging main guys can handle it. This game, we actually broke our record for territory gain from forward handballs. But our handballs were dog shit, man. We're going to be the worst handballing team in the comp. It's like a bar of soap for some of these guys. It's weird, isn't it? Like, this is like a mirror image of Carlton at the start of the year. I'm not even joking. It's like yous were in every game and losing it, yeah? We're in every game and losing it. Off the field, you've had dramas off the field. We've got Craig Kelly wanting to get out of there now.
Yeah,
Bobby
that's
Hill,
a big one.
Bobby Hill, no one knows what's going on. He's back and forth from Perth. Everyone, he comes back and everyone's like, oh, Bobby Hill's going to come back. Then he's back at Perth again. I don't want to go through all that. But back on the game, Nick Dacos, once again, 93% time on ground, man. And there was a lot of criticism for him because he did turn the ball over a couple of times. And it looks like, he's trying to do too much, but the players around him are forcing him to try and do too much because they're all dog shit, man. He's the only one that's really in there trying to get a result for us. And I agree with what you said earlier. We are a bottom 4 team without him. He's our only genuine A grade. And with the coaching,
what about the Goey's been good in the last couple. I think he's had a good 2 or 3 weeks there.
He's had a good 6 weeks, Rocco. He's in the best form of his career as a midfielder, as a pure midfielder. Best form of his career, which is ironic that De Goey's in the best form of his career as a midfielder, and look how we're going. You thought if I were to say that to you, you would think we'd be fucking up and about, but obviously not. With the coaching, we were 16 points up in the third. I don't know why Fly McRae decided to take Nick and Josh Dacos, who was finally having an okay game for once. He's taken them both off, and then Melbourne just went bang, 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 and it was close again. I've got a lot of I'm very critical of Fly's performance this year. We just no longer we don't know how to win games anymore, man. We're always competitive. We're always in the games. I don't know what it is, man. We just can't win them anymore. We've got the best facilities. We've got the best conditioning, the best finances. Everything state of the art. All for what, man? We should be smashing teams. I don't know what's going on. I
was just going to say, losing Maynard, I mean, that would have gone away into you losing at the end, because at the end of the day, even when he did his shoulder the first time, he came back and he was straight back in the play, man. And then when he lost it the second time, and in saying that, I'm surprised that Pickett didn't fucking...
Yeah, he tripped him, man. Yeah.
He tripped him. Look, and I don't think they can suspend him, because I don't think it's a suspendable moment. But that was a trip, man. He lifted up his leg there, and he tripped him, and he did his thing. But do you think that went a long way into, or not a long way, but that went into a way of you losing the game? No Maynard.
Look, it didn't help, but we had our chances. De Goey and McStay missed very, very gettable shots. Shooter did a snap over his head when he had all the time in the world. He could have turned around and looked into an open goal, but he went for this really quick snap, and he probably went out of bounds on the full.
Yeah, they're all crucial. Yep, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
And going on Maynard, this is on Maynard. Maynard pops his shoulder, comes off, comes back on, goes in as hard as he was before he did his shoulder, does his shoulder again. And while he's doing that, we've got players like Lipinski and Houston, and I have to say it, sorry, Josh Dacos, they're shirking contests, and this is happening every week, man, and there's a lot of supporters not happy with this, man. These guys get games every week, and in front of 90,000 people it's so clear, like that Lipinski one right on the members' wing there was a hush around the crowd when it happened. And it's very disappointing. It's very un-Collingwood-like to see that, but these, especially Lipinski, all right, he got 28 possessions. People are telling me he's killing it. He's an absolute fucking Spartan, should be playing reserves. Look, it's just been a trend. Opposition teams from defensive 50, they walk it up to their forward 50 so easily, and we've got this system where we defend space rather than players, and I'm not a football scientist. I can't really go into this stuff deeply, but when you look at it and you see other teams just chip it forward, and before you know it, they've got a shot on goal. Mate, Bailey Fritsch hasn't touched the ball for 6 weeks and bang, 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 3 goals, albeit
Fuck, he
Maynard
was good, man. That goal he kicked on the boundary. Fuck.
Yeah, Maynard was destroying him beforehand, but still, even without Maynard, you should not be letting this guy free. But we just don't have we don't have the speed to play that run and gun. Everyone's calling out for it. Why aren't we playing like Carlton's playing now? Yeah, bang, run and gun. But we try and do it. We tried to do it in this game. We just kept on getting caught out. The opposition gets the ball and they go fast, kicking the ball like at 45-degree angles, and we can't defend it. And before you know it, they got a shot at goal. But I'll tell you what, it's still halfway through the year. I've got no expectations. I predicted it was probably going to be a gap year for us. I just want to see Fly play the kids. I want to see him play youngsters like Ed Allen, persist with him, Gus Anderson and Harvey Harrison, and give Sam Swadling and Charlie West games. We're not going to win the flag this year. You might as well put these kids in, man. Put them in, and just doesn't matter where we finish, man. If we sneak a wild card with the kids, bonus. They get to experience a big finals game. But the season's cooked, and I reckon Fly should be playing the kids. But knowing Fly's very conservative, he's going to bring back side bottom. And it's just going to be the same old shit, unfortunately. But having said that, man, if dark days are ahead for us, bring them on, man. I've seen them all, but I've seen dark days before. You support your team through thick and thin. And as I said before, mate, Rocco's got a smirk on his face now. We will be making prelims before all you three, okay?
Whoa. Can we, there's Peter V. Before you go, Peter V. Blue Bagger, can you just timestamp this? So I'm going to get this little clip and I'm going to be playing this over and over. And
yeah. Well, you're that sure you're going to make prelims? Come on, Rock.
Before you guys.
You won 4. Come on.
Come on, bro. You've got nobody, mate. Like, seriously, you take Dacos out, you lose Elliott, who's like 300 years old, and you can't kick a goal anymore, right?
That's all right. We've got a massive war chest, man. We've got a war chest, mate. In 2 years' time, what do you mean where? I mean, you know how much money we've got? We can pay Butters $2 million or whatever he wants, mate.
That's not going to fix all your problems. But the problem is you can play Butters. How many players do you think you're going to get? Like, all of a sudden, you're going to got this war. Everyone's got money. I said this to Mark last week. Everyone's got money. Fucking who's offering bloody Butters fucking $3 million a year? There was
Richmond, but he's not going to go. He's not going to go there, man.
Well, you're going to get one player. It's not going to make a difference, man. So I don't think. I'm looking at your team, right?
Yep.
Mate, to replace all those players you're talking about, you're already starting to lose that game where you're running forward. But I don't know, man. I'd happily put the bet on that would make a preliminary before you guys.
Oh, beautiful. No worries, man. Because, look, historically, we don't stay down for long. We're not cellar dwellers for years and years, accumulating early picks for nothing, mate, wasting young guys' careers like you three teams. We don't do that, mate. We're a big team, mate. We play finals regularly. We don't shit the bed 3, 4, 5, 6 years in a row.
It's all about the change, brother. All about the change.
Yeah.
Mark, I'll leave it to you.
You needed Collingwood people to change, yeah? You needed our president. You needed our former coach. Mate, do it with your own people, mate.
Hey, Mick,
where did McRae play his footy?
Yeah, not for Carlton.
Well, he didn't play for Collingwood, did you? You need Brisbane players. Like, that's a ridiculous thing, man. Fraser used to be at Carlton. What are you talking about? He was a half fucking shit ruckman for you guys.
And he doesn't want to stay. He doesn't want to stay, so you're going to end up getting some other dud, and you're going to be back in the doldrums again. And you won 4 in a row.
You know, we should go for the biggest dud of all. Your coach, McRae, that's who we should go for.
Yeah, he's won a premiership. Yeah.
Well, he fell into it, bro. He fell into it.
Hey, Mark, there were some
I'm his
crucial,
biggest critic, man.
There were some crucial parts in the game, as you were saying, Mick, about some of the snaps at goals and so forth. But there was a crucial part in the game which I was rapt about was Dacos getting caught holding the ball, mate. Fucking how great was that? Hey, we're not seeing that, buddy. Well, that's it, mate. It's all over.
It was a big moment, wasn't it?
It was a massive moment. I was so rapt. But anyway, I've been saying this for a long time, mate. I've been saying to the other Manos there that Collingwood should have traded some of these older players a long time ago. Got some value out of them. It's going to cost you. I know you're saying that we're going to make prelims before all of us three, but I'll tell you right now, Mick, and I'll say it once and I'm going to say it again.
What, Essendon's going to make a prelim?
Don't keep looking at the past, mate. Don't keep looking at the past because this time you guys have made some crucial errors and you guys are going to be suffering in the long run. You won't be making finals nowhere near it for the next 5 or 6 years, mate, plus.
Oh.
Because I believe you should have made that decision earlier. Now it's starting to come and bite you boys in the ass.
We've made really bad decisions, I agree with you there. Like Houston, I don't know why when we got him, I thought, man, how good's this? And we're not playing him in his proper position that makes his attributes shine. Man, look, I agree with that. But having said that, man, things can turn in 2-3 years. Things turn around, mate. And I have faith in my club can turn it around, even though it looks pretty bad at the moment. At the end of the day, we're competitive every week. We're not getting belted like yous. We're not. It's not a disgraceful situation we're in. We're competitive every week.
But it might start to become disgraceful, Mick, and that's my concern.
We never let that happen, Mark.
Well, you might let it happen, mate. Look at us three boys sitting on this corner here at the moment, mate. It's happened to us, mate. It can fucking certainly happen to you guys, mate.
It doesn't, mate. No, we're different, man. But you're right about Nick. With Nick at the end when he got caught holding the ball, as I said earlier, he was trying to do too much because he's our only A grader. The players around him aren't giving the spark. So he thought he had to get around that last guy and he got caught holding the ball and it was holding the ball and we lost it there. And what can you do, man? Like, I love the kid. I feel the club should be striving to give him some help. He needs another above-average midfielder next to him every week, and we haven't had that since Tom Mitchell when we won the flag. But anyway,
I think you're right. I think you need to like surround him a bit better. I mean, he is your best player. He's probably at the moment not now the second best player, but he'd be in the top 5 in the competition, right? And and I think him getting caught there just shows that he hasn't got any help because that's what happens with good players. I noticed Cripper was doing that. They try to do too much because they take it on themselves that they've got to win the game. You know what I mean? And so I think, and I also think Mark is right in a way where if you don't be careful, you could miss out the opportunity of bouncing back quickly. But it's going to be an interesting season and next few years for your club. And I'm just sitting here, just eating my lollies and just enjoying the downfall of the Pies.
Well, it's still halfway through the year, Rock, mate. We're still higher than yous. Anything can happen from now on, mate. There's peaks and troughs for every team all through the season, man. Even Freo, everyone's talking up Freo right now. They could shit the bed, mate. You never know, man.
Hey, listen. Even if we finish lower than you, we haven't even got an official coach, bro. So we've got excuses, man. You've got no excuses.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen with Rocco? He's going to go on this fairy tale run. You win about 6-7 in a row. Then we play us at the G, and we're going to belt you and just put you back in your place. And I can't wait for Rocco's rant when that happens, mate.
I can't wait to have you on the show when we fucking wipe the fucking ground. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now, Collingwood will not fucking beat us this year. I'm telling you now.
All right, you're that confident, mate. All right.
I'm fucking telling you now, man. We will,
Mate,
you will not beat
when's
us.
the last time you beat us, man? What, 3 years ago? When
I don't know. We've won like one game in the fucking 11. It doesn't matter. That's got nothing to do. That's got nothing to do with the next game. You understand?
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. If you read a book and there's 12 wrong things, right? Does that mean the 13th is going to be wrong? No. Right? What that means is the next game we start again, and I'm telling you now, everyone you clip it. What fucking time is it? Exactly 2 hours, right? We will not lose to Collingwood this year.
All right.
Not again. You already lost to him this year, didn't you?
Yeah, I know. Talking for the rest of the year. All right. We don't need your fucking input onto that right at the end, mate. Relax, right. All right. You know what? In actual fact, we can have a rest this week, Mickey boy. We can have a rest this week because we don't play because we won, so we deserve a rest. You need a rest just to like compose yourself and compose yourself because you just what have you lost like 3 in a row? Well, I don't even want to care anymore. You're just sliding down the hill, and the only reason you're on top of us is because Burns fucking missed that goal. It should have been a draw, man. But let's go. We have got
from the free kick that wasn't there. Go on. Anyway.
Here we go. Because the fucking day goes out.
Man? He just touched him, man. He went flying. Come on.
Was it there? What do you? Even Dacos said that
it wasn't there, man. It wasn't there. You're going to tell me that was there?
You know what's happening? You know what's happening, guys? Collingwood are making excuses about 3-4 weeks ago. That's bad. That's bad news for you guys. It's all over. Hey, listen. While we're here and Manny's not here, I'll do the fucking ladder. This is the ladder here. As you can see, Fremantle flying, Sydney, Hawthorn, Geelong, all top 4. And then near the bottom there, you've got like Brisbane and GWS all on 28 and 24. And then you got Collingwood just hanging on to 11th spot. And in come the Blues, slowly climbing the ladder up to 13th now, just quietly, just not making any noise. Just keep it up.
You're back to 13th.
Yeah, back to 13th, mate. Hey, when you're starting, hey, Vic, when you're starting from the bottom of the ladder, mate, 13th is a lot, man, all right? Just when you're starting at the bottom, 13th. And remember, we got no fucking coach. No
celebrating mediocrity.
Nothing. I'm not celebrating. All I'm saying is that look at you, who are supposed to be like, this great club. You're only 2 points up on top of Carlton. We haven't even got a fucking coach. We haven't even got a coach and we're better than you guys. And then we got Richmond there on your 2 lonely wins there. One of them was against the bottom side there, Essendon, who were just hanging on. And people are telling me like, they're going to me like, listen, the good thing is that, you know what? Essendon can't get any lower, but they can because Tassie's coming, so they can go 1 more spot lower. So you can actually go to 19th, which we're waiting for. So there's your ladder, guys.
That won't happen next year.
I think you'll be at the bottom of the ladder. I reckon you might get 3 or 4 wooden spoons in a row, bro. Ooh, I seriously think so. Easily. I can't see. And when you get hurt, it's gonna. You know what? When you get hurt, I'm gonna chuck a party here in the studio that we can all go to. Will you all attend the herd?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be having parties.
I know you'll be there.
Yeah, mate.
Hey, there is a big game. Melbourne, and look at this man on the left. What a fucking star of a player. Plays this bloke here, Caddy, who just quietly. It's on Saturday. It's at 1:15, so in the middle of the day. It's at the G, so it should be, I suppose, a good game for Melbourne. But yeah, Caddy, I was going to say, Dean. I mean, the delivery wasn't the best to Caddy, but Dean is a good backman, mate. He didn't give Caddy much of a look, did he? He was one of our best players. So Dean's a good player. But what do you reckon about this game, Marco?
Yeah, well, Caddy and Dean, mate, I think we're going to see a lot of battles between those guys.
I reckon you're going to see a 10-year battle between these two. You're right.
That's looking forward to that. But look, Melbourne, I guess we beat Melbourne this year, so it was the only win against Melbourne. We've had a little bit of the edge over them. So, look, I mean, I don't expect anything this week. I just want them to go out there and just take the game on, play with a bit of freedom. There's nothing much more I can say. Just, again, keep Sardis, running in the middle, the young kids in there. We've got a few players coming back in Caldwell and Sharp, another young fella in the midfield. So, there's a few players coming back through the injury list there. But it just really comes down to, in a nutshell, got nothing to lose. Continuously play the young players. Get some momentum at least, maybe after the bye. If we can get just some momentum towards the end of the year, that's all I want from the Essendon Football Club. Get some momentum, get some improvement going, commitment, we just I'm tipping Essendon because eventually we're going to win a game. So I'm going to continuously tip them every week until they win. So to be honest, continuously just keep putting these young kids through the system, and just try and get some momentum towards the end of the year. That's what I expect from the Essendon Football Club. Just try and get some momentum, get some ongoing form going, and anything can happen to the start of next year. So I'll tip the Bombers. I'll tip the Bombers this week, and I hope we win by about 3 or 4 goals.
Wow. If you beat, mate, I know you did it the first time, but fucking hell, that's a big call, man, to beat bloody them by. But anyway, I know you just won't go against them no matter how bad they are. You'll just keep tipping them. You'll tip no matter what. But yeah, I don't think you got any chance. I don't think the way Melbourne are playing, they're going to absolutely thump you this week. But as you said, you're going to want to see a little bit of improvement and watch these young kids keep improving and playing a game that maybe can be sustained for next year. And that's what I want from the Blues. And hopefully you don't get that, but that's what you'll be looking for. All right. The next one. Oh, Liam's actually been quiet. He hasn't had much to say tonight, but what are you going to say about this one? You went over to Ninja Stadium on Sunday, 1:10. They're going to bring you all the way down to Ninja, and you're going to play the Brisbane Lions, who came back with a win after 3 losses. So it's going to be an interesting game. What do you reckon, Liam?
Yeah, look, you're right. It is going to be an interesting game. We've spoken about it. I think it's silly that we're down there, but it is what it is now. Can't change it. I don't think we have the best record down there. I don't think Brisbane have the best record in Tassie either. Take some solace out of that. Like you said, they haven't played their best football this season. They're coming up to a bye. Maybe they want to chill out a bit. Look, it's going to be another tough afternoon for us. I think Brisbane are a very good team still. They're going to want to get the job done. I think for us, it's just going to be how we want to set up for the rest of the season. Go through, put in a really competitive performance here, give it our best crack. A few players coming back from injury, which is good. That's the main thing. Lane Curvis looks set to come back. That's going to be a huge in. I think Morris will probably get a game, maybe Tom Brown, maybe a couple other players, Taj Houghton in the VFL. So that's exciting. So I think, it's going to be managing our players, making sure there's no injuries, getting ourselves set up for the next season. But look, it's going to be tough against Brisbane. I think probably next week, that game against North Melbourne, that's one we should be targeting more as a realistic win. But this one, I think, again, it's just more put in the right tone. We've come off our bye now. It's putting forward the right foot, setting the right tone for the rest of the season. First half's done. It's in the books. Doesn't matter. Let's try to get the best out of these next 10 or so games or whatever it is. That's all I want to see this week.
Could be another over 100 points again this week.
If it does, I'd be very disappointed. I really don't think it's going to get that far this time. I thought there was a slight chance it could happen against the Swans. I don't think Brisbane are travelling well enough to be doing that to us at the moment. If they do, that's it. Like I said, we've got to set up for that next part of the season, for this second half of the season. And if we go out and get smashed by 100 points, man, we could drop below. Yeah.
I know you've got a fair amount of injuries, and let's be serious, right? You have got a fair amount of injuries, you know, and I don't care what anyone says, man. You take away some of your best players, man, it's not going to help. It's going to be hard to win games. But are you worried about the coach?
Yeah, no, I'm a bit worried about the coach still. It's like I said when I spoke about that Sydney game the other week, it was we were getting beat, but we weren't trying to change anything. I was like, surely if you go into a game 10 goals down at half time, you flip a few magnets around and be like, right, we're getting pelted. We need to try something. He just doesn't do enough of that for me. I think we've seen him start injecting a guy like Seth Campbell into the midfield finally, because we've been asking for it forever. You've seen the little things, experimenting with Bolter and the ruck. It'll be interesting to see how that goes with Nankervis coming back. But yeah, I think some of his in-game management isn't the best. He's not a great game day coach, if that makes sense. I think he's done good. I think the players like him. He's doing a good job building our culture with a lot of young players in the club. But I do still believe if there's potential for a better option, I think we might have a crack at it. Personally, I think that's what we might do.
Is he contracted? What's going on? I don't know what his contract.
I believe he's contracted to end of next year, end of 2027.
So he's finished again.
We're going to make a call this year, but maybe if we're in this same sort of spot midway through next season, I wouldn't be surprised if we pull a Carlton and Essendon and say, you know what, we're going to start looking now.
Yeah. A lot of Richmond supporters, mates of mine, are starting to grumble about him just lately. But what do you do, man? He's a young team, man, and he's copped injuries. What are you going to do, man? There's only so much you can do with that list, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, you do have to take that stuff into account. Absolutely, it must be his whole first season was the same thing. It was just injuries. We were making 6 changes every week. So when you're a brand new coach and you can't play your same team every week, it's going to be hard. But I think now that we've seen a little bit of his time, it's working out what his game plan is. And that's where I'm still kind of stuck. I think we look good when we try move ball fast and attack and change some angles. We just don't see it enough. And then again, when things start getting tough, I'm not seeing too many tactical changes that he makes. As I said, I don't think he's a good game day coach.
I agree with Rocco Model. You know, what kind of name is Uze anyway? Sounds made up. And I think because of that, he's not going to ever be a good coach.
I thought he was a good name, isn't he? Where's he from?
You know, I'm going to ask you another serious question, Liam, about your coach, right? Because I do kind of agree with Mick. I mean, you've had a lot of injuries, but you're in this dilemma where you're in the middle somewhere, right? Because what happens is he's got another year next year, right? So what do you do? Like, if you wait until next year, right, halfway through the year and you're still at the bottom or second last on the ladder, and then you go, all right, and then we'll sack him, and then so it's another year down the track, or do you, at the end of the year, even though he's got another year, do you kind of have a look at another coach, see what's out there? But then if you're doing that, you kind of undermine the coach. It's a fucking difficult position to be in.
I think the hardest thing is you just don't know when that breakthrough is going to happen. Like this season's done, we're probably finishing in the bottom 4, right? I'd be very surprised if we make it out of there now. But it's the next year when we get a full list back, sure. When we've had another preseason, when we build up some more strength in these young players, if we come out and we start next season really good, you forget all about this. You'll be like, yeah, look, we struggled last year, but look at us now. Look at what we're doing now. It's getting that moment right of, you know, when's that breakthrough moment going to come? Because we may get to halfway through next year and be struggling and pull the pin, but then does that set us back more? Does that kind of be like, well, how do we know that we weren't going to do? So it's interesting. It's like with Carlton, it's kind of like you guys you've now gone and you've won 4 games in a row. Was that breakthrough always coming? Like, was it always there? You just couldn't.
You don't know, do you?
You don't know. So that's the risk that you take. But as I said, I do believe if there is a better person to come, And if we get to the end of next season and not a lot has changed in terms of results, we'll be in trouble. He'll be in trouble.
Yeah. So when you say, if there's a better person, and I kind of course, if there's a better person there, but how do you do this? Like, you got Uze there now. It's either you back him or you just be honest and you go, mate. But then all of a sudden he knows he hasn't got the backing. This is the position we were in, and but all our supporters, well, most of them were saying, just get rid of him last year when they did the 5-hour meeting. You know, we already were making, and then we proved to be right halfway through this year when they sacked him. We said, well, we told you. Now it's a wasted year when we could have already been moving from the start of the year with a new coach, new system, and all that. So, look, I don't think you've got an answer. I don't know why I'm even asking it. There is no answer to this. I'm just saying, it's a sticky one. It is. It is. And you've got to make the right decision.
Behind the four walls, we don't know what's going on. We don't know if they're having these sort of conversations of, oh, hey,
Yeah, I think they are. You'd be negligent.
Like, maybe we need to have a crack. Does that put pressure? And he'd be aware of this, Uze. He'd probably be aware that, if I'm not performing well, there is a chance I could get chopped. But yeah, I can't answer that because I don't know what's happening behind the four walls. I don't know if they're saying, no, Uze's our man, we're backing him. It's tough right now, but we're going to wait till we get this breakthrough moment because it can happen. It does happen. It's true.
It does.
Whether it does happen, it's a flip. It's a flip of a coin. We don't know if it's going to happen. None of us can answer that.
But you kind of like that's what makes good administrators, where they you can see that something might happen, and then a good administrator would see, no, we're not going anywhere, or we just got to hold out here, like you did with Hardwick, I suppose.
That's the perfect example, because you could have got to the end of 2016 and been like, you know what, you made your finals, you've dropped off, we don't think you can do it. But they said, we made the decision, no, we back you, you're doing the right things, you can get it done. Sure enough, we get it done. So it does happen. The thing is, I can't look into a crystal ball and tell you the same thing's going to happen.
You'll be damned if you do and damned if you don't. I'm telling you, like, if it works, you're genius. If it doesn't work, everyone's going to be like looking for like someone to blame. Yeah. So, Mark, were you going to ask something? Sorry.
No, I'm just, I mean, obviously, coaches are always going to be under pressure if they're not performing, if the team's not performing. So, we're on that same position, probably not Collingwood at this stage, but I mean, if they can see improvement, I think even if you're towards the bottom of the ladder and they can see some form of improvement, I think your job's safe. But if you're not winning, it's always going to be pressure on the coach, mate.
Well, you have got injuries. That's why they're in this position this year, because of the injuries.
Correct. Yep.
Like, you've still got that. You haven't seen them with no injuries and pre-season. You haven't seen them. So I'm telling you, it's tough. It's big decisions and tough times for Richmond at the moment. But at the moment, just win some games. That's all I can say.
That's all we can ask for. Spot on. Just like I said, we've got 10 or so more games
we got,
the rest of the season. Let's do that.
Yeah. We've got 299 by drafting 101. He says, hey, Mark, should you be trading Caddy for M. Hunt?
Well,
no? Yes? I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt.
Oh.
Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt.
All right. You don't have to keep saying it. We're done. All right. You got him drafting. We are just like, I shouldn't have even. What are you doing there, mate? Like, it's M. Hunt.
M. Hunt. Yeah.
Yeah, M. Hunt. All right. Good. Right. All right. Let's get into. All right. We can go into. That's good. That's good analysis. What are we up to? There are some games this week. It is a small, but let's put it up here. And you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 games, and you can see the tips there. I mean, of course, Mark's on for Essendon. We've kind of split the North and West Coast.
You've gone for Port as well. That's interesting.
And he's gone for Port. Yeah, so there could be some big changes here. But quickly go through the games. Liam, what are we doing?
All right, Thursday night, Western Bulldogs and Adelaide at Marvel. That should be a ripping game. I think it's going to be a close one. I think Bulldogs better in the close games than Adelaide. That's why we've tipped them. Friday night, back down at Alphabet Stadium, Geelong and Gold Coast. I'm surprised we've all tipped Geelong because they've been a little bit shaky. And Gold Coast did pump them at the start of the season, but Geelong at home, they're a good team. They should bounce back. Then the big one, Melbourne Essendon at the MCG. Melbourne still haven't lost a game at the MCG this season, and that will not change. So they'll win again. Then, North Melbourne home game out here in Perth makes absolute sense against West Coast. I'm surprised you guys have tipped them after losing by nearly 20 goals. I think West Coast are better than that. They should get the win in this one. Saturday night, Adelaide Oval, Port Adelaide, Sydney. Sydney are playing very good. I don't know why you've tipped Port. That's a strange one. I think Sydney are too good in here. And then you've got my team's home game down in Tasmania. Again, makes great sense. As I said, it's going to be a tough one for us, and Brisbane should beat us, but it'll be close. And then the last game, St Kilda Giants at Marvel. Not an interesting game. Saints play Marvel well, but I like the Giants in this one. That's all.
Very good. Very good. Interesting round this week. And if we look at the leaderboard, Liam's just flown away. But
he's jumped up.
All we care about is what Rock. I did say I'm not going to finish last, and I might even finish second. And as you can see, I've jumped into third spot, just cleaning away. And I reckon I might get another couple on you this week, and I might even hit Manny. So I think that Liam be hard to catch this one, but it's all about Rocco. It's all about what Rocco can do, mate. That's all everyone is about. It's about what Rocco does and what he says, apparently. It's all about what Rocco says that everyone gets.
It's all about your tipping decisions.
That's the one. Oh, fucking full of fucking comedians, mate. Full of comedians everywhere. I love it. All right.
Proof of it.
I like it. It's been a good night. So there are two things. First of all, Manny's not here. So people have been asked. Manny did have something come up, so he unfortunately couldn't make it. But of course, Mick jumps in. Great replacement. At least we got someone who knew something about football. That was the main thing here. So that was a bit interesting. When I was listening to Mick, I was going, fucking hell, you're making sense here, man. Stop making sense here. I can't get at you like this. This is no good. So every once in a while, we've got a Collingwood supporter that makes sense here. So there won't be Manny make me laugh because I was going to have a joke, but unless one of you have got a joke. Have you got a joke?
Have you said you got one?
I can't think of one. I didn't think about it, and then as I saw it, I went, oh bloody hell, I couldn't even think about a joke. What can I do?
Have you got one, Mick?
No, I'm terrible at jokes, man.
Yeah.
And the jokes I do have, I really can't say here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it's different. But the only jokes we do now that we have to say it in private in a locked room. That's the only jokes we can say.
You get yourself into trouble, Rocco.
Well, to tell you the truth, all the jokes I knew, I mean, you could only do 50%. But these days, it's now 90% have disappeared. I mean, 40% we could say a while back, but even they're gone now, you know. But yeah, I mean, that's a good joke. Collingwood, Essendon, and Richmond are a joke, as Matula would say, our favourite group. That's very true. All right, did you want to do a quiz?
If we're up to it, if we've got time, you let us know.
Always got time. We got a bit of time. If you want to do this, the people in the chat want to do a quiz. I can do a quiz if you want. Let's have a look. Are you up for it, Mick? Let's do a quiz.
Yeah, let's go. Movies.
We'll do one movie. All right, we'll do one. I've got one. We'll do. I've got one here. All right, let me put it up, and we'll do this. Share screen. Look how good I'm getting. I'm fucking a star, mate, at this shit.
You're just loving your own work tonight, aren't you? Gee.
Mate,
I'm
going to tell you something, Liam, mate. 6 years ago, I could barely use a phone. I'm running the channel now, mate. I'm pretty proud of myself, mate. Like, don't you worry about that. I'm telling you, like, the stuff I do, I impress myself sometimes, but I do have a lot of help from the boys in Mars. And it was good to see Mars back this week. Ripper show last night. And, yeah, good to see Mars back last night. It was a great show. And if you haven't seen it, yeah, my rant and then Mars's rant after that, I'd recommend you have a bit of a look at that. All right, let's start with this. You can use your fingers, I suppose, if you haven't got numbers, but it's pretty much a 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a sports movie quiz. And as I say, just mark down the wrongs so we know what we got, right? So let's go. Let's do it. Play. Oh, wait, over here. I'm going to do it here. All right, play. All right. What's that?
Auto racing.
Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby, which is the main sport of this. Ooh.
Auto racing.
Well, you can't bloody...
Yeah. So what's your number?
It out. Yeah. Just give us a number or else everyone's going to fire you. I mean, I was going to say 4 anyway, but what have you got, Mark?
I got 4. Because Mick said 4.
Sorry, man.
If you're too quick, Mick, we know, mate. If you're too quick, we know.
What is the main sport in this movie? Semi-pro.
Oh.
Never seen it.
Never seen it, but I'm going to say...
Let's go.
I'm going to say 3.
2.
4.
All right, let's go. Oh, you are all losers. Put down a cross for you.
Hey, I picked 3 as well. Hold on a minute.
No, the other 2, sorry. Which is the main sport here in Victor?
Oh, I know this one.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, Matt Damon. Great.
Matt Damon playing a South African.
Yeah, the South African. You know, it was the South African. You're right.
It's one of my favorites.
Moneyball. What sport? Come on, guys.
I think 4, baseball, rugby, American football, 3, 2, rugby, 1.
Yeah, you all got it right. One of the great movies, mate. One of the great movies, man. One of the great movies. We're doing pretty good here. Jerry Maguire. Oh, fucking hell. All right.
I've seen this one too.
What's Mark? I can't see your numbers.
4.
Oh, yeah, everyone's. This is too easy, man. This is too easy, man. All right. Days of Thunder, far out, man. If you don't know what this is.
Yeah.
What is this? This is one of the easiest ones I've ever had. A League of Their Own.
Oh.
League of Their Own?
Liam's too young for this one.
I don't know this one, no.
Hey, Mick, this was Madonna in this one?
Yeah. It was about women's baseball. Yeah.
Women's baseball, you're absolutely right. The Invincibles.
The Invincibles.
Wow. Never heard of this one. I'm just going to go number 1. Never seen it.
I'll go different. I'll only go 3.
Yeah, I'm going 3 too. I reckon it was this, but let's have a look. Yeah.
Let's clutch that.
Oh, come on, man.
This one should be number 3.
If anyone gets this wrong, I'm just going to turn this off, man.
He's like one of the only baseballers I know.
The Color of Money.
Ooh.
Great movie, man. I love this
Great movie.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, mate.
All right, fine.
We shouldn't have put it up because
I'm going to cheat and copy on this one.
He had no idea, Liam. He followed us.
Wait, no. The Color of Money. I think I want to watch this though.
It's Tom Cruise plays a
Tom Cruise,
pool
He's like the
shark.
pool
It's
shark, right?
unbelievable.
Is that also with Newman?
I want to watch
Paul
it.
Newman.
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
that was a bit. All right, we'll do another one because there are only 10 questions. What else can we do here? Movie sequels. Action hero movies and actors. Which one?
Action movie heroes and actors.
Let's go, mate.
That'll do.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Hopefully there are a lot of 80s ones.
Quick,
All
get
right.
to the chopper.
Yeah, there will be, I reckon, because they've already said Stallone's or they Willis. Yeah, all right. So there's going to be a lot of 80s ones here. We can all just see me and you, Mick, and I reckon we're movie buffs here, the way we bloody know our movies. All right, let's go. Death Wish.
What?
Yeah, that's got to be 2. I reckon,
Oh, yeah.
All right, listen, Mick, don't put up your fingers because I reckon Liam's struggling here. He's looking at our fingers.
I got that one wrong.
Oh, did you? All right, got that one wrong.
Yeah.
The Italian Job.
I think it's number 2.
So I'll
Wait for Liam first. You go first, Liam, and then we'll go after you, mate.
I don't know this one, man. I'm going to say it's Matt Damon, though. I might be wrong.
Matt Damon, you reckon? All right.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I reckon it was number 4, but let's have a look.
I think it might be, yeah. That's all right.
No, it is. Not it might be. It is. Train Spotter. Oh, come on, man. If you don't get this one here.
It's between
Transporter, not Train Spotter.
Transporter.
Transporter. Oh, I thought it was Train Spotter. I completely read that wrong. Lucky you said that. I reckon it's this one here. Yeah, I reckon it's this one. It has to be this one here.
Yeah.
The French Connection.
Go, Liam.
It's between Charles Bronson and Gene Hackman. 71. Yeah, one, isn't it? Clint Eastwood.
Go, yeah.
That's nearly 30 years old.
Come on, Mark.
I think it might be one. I think it might be Clint Eastwood. It's 71.
Nah, it's Gene Hackman, mate.
It's Gene Hackman.
It would have to be. It would have to be Gene Hackman.
No, they got that wrong. That's a bit. I wasn't even born then.
The Wrestler. Oh, come on! You can't get this one wrong.
Number 1, wouldn't it?
No? I don't know what this one is, man.
Well, stop saying the names. Stop saying the numbers, guys. Man.
I'm saying the names: Mickey Rourke, Wesley Snipes, Nicolas Cage, Kurt Russell. Ooh, far out. I'm not sure. I'm going to go 1.
Liam.
4.
Number 1. It's one of his great movies, man. Double Impact. One of the great movies, man.
Like a classic, mate.
That's one.
Yeah, it has to be, does it? I love Van Damme, mate. I reckon he's got some of the best movies, man.
Did you see the one with Van Damme when he was dancing at the bar? He's like,
yeah, that's is that Kickboxer or is that Bloodsport? Which one?
Bloodsport.
When he's dancing with those 2 Asian girls.
What even is that? What's all these letters? It's just X's.
I don't know what this is.
Triple X.
Triple X. I do know it.
It's got to be this bloke this time, surely.
Jackie Chan, no?
I don't know. I actually don't know this one.
I'm gonna go Jackie Chan.
What does it say though?
Triple X.
It just says XXX 2000.
Vin Diesel.
It probably is Vin Diesel.
Numerals X or
2. Jackie Chan.
I don't know this, but I'm going to say out of all the movies, I reckon it has to be Vin Diesel, but we'll see. Yeah.
Nah, that's outrageous.
I've not seen that movie.
Gladiator. Oh, we know Gladiator.
Everyone knows this.
Everyone knows this. Yeah. No.
One of my favourite all-time movies. Come on, man.
Really, Harry.
Oh,
Liam's gone one.
Did you go one? You go. Get out. Get out. Get out.
If it's like 30 years older than me, I'm not getting it, bro.
You're back 30, Harry.
National Treasure. I don't think I've seen this movie.
National Treasure would be. I reckon I've got this. I'm going to say 4.
Yeah, it's probably Nicolas Cage. Yeah, I'm guessing it could be a Nicolas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon I got them all right there. And I reckon Liam definitely fucked up there. And what did you do?
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think I got like.
Yeah, I've done all right. Yeah, I think I got 8 out of that one. 8 out of 10. So.
Right. So I reckon me and Mick got all of them right. And in the first one, how many did you get wrong, Mick?
I can't. I probably got about 2 wrong on the first one, I reckon.
I got 1 wrong. So
all up 3 wrong. All up 3 wrong. All up out of the 20, I got 3 wrong. So it's 17 right.
I reckon I got 1 wrong out of the whole thing, man. There was only 1 I got wrong there.
I got 1 wrong in the first one.
And in the second one, you got about 8 wrong.
6. See, better than you expected.
Yeah. In actual fact, that was I enjoyed that. I didn't think I was going to enjoy that, man, because I am a little bit of a movie buff.
Yeah, same here.
I love movies, man. And to tell you the truth, it's fucking no good movies anymore, man. It's very rare that I find like a good movie to watch, you know, like.
Well, we can ask the chat. Are there any good movies on Netflix? I like recommendations. Right. So I like when people say to me, give this show a go or give that show a go. I've got some shows if everyone is interested in watching on Netflix. But if there's any viewers out there that want to recommend a good movie to watch, let me know right now.
Right. Let's do that. We'll go another 5 minutes or so. Let's do that. I want any good recommendation for movies because I'll be after this. I normally go inside with my girlfriend and we try to pick a movie, right? So is there any? No, Happy Gilmore. Come on, bro. That was rubbish.
That's the one
I've actually seen The Iron Claw. Good movie. Good movie.
Okay. Iron Claw. That's about a boxer, isn't it, or something?
That is sad. Bro.
No, it's about a wrestler.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Wrestling family.
I've actually watched Apex. Good movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm telling you, Oz. Happy Gilmore, shit house, man. It was. You're trying to compare it to the first one.
Have you seen a movie called Smashing Machine with The Rock? It came out last year.
Yeah.
Because I'm planning on watching it. I've seen the trailer. It looks all right.
You know what? I haven't, but I know the movie, man. And apparently he played one of the best roles because it was a serious role.
Yes.
And I actually saw something about the real story of this bloke, and it's a really interesting story. So yeah. I haven't seen it, but that's now you got me. I'm gonna watch that tonight. I reckon The Smashing Machine. That's a good movie, and it's with The Rock.
Yeah.
If you want to watch a good documentary, Kylie was pretty good. I watched that a few nights ago. So Kylie Minogue, absolutely beautiful. Love her.
Everyone loves Kylie.
TV series are better than movies these days, bro.
I agree. I just at the moment I'm watching the Vikings for the second time.
Yeah. All right.
That's how much I love Vikings. It's for the second time.
Hey, Rocco, have you seen Boardwalk Empire?
No, I've never watched it, but that's supposed to be a really good series,
Yeah, it is, man. I'm halfway through it. It's really good.
Yeah, that's supposed to be a really good series there. So it's about Mark Kerr, the Smashing Machine.
Yeah.
It's about Mark Kerr. And Dylan's in the chat. The Crash, the doco. Don't know that one there. I'm going to have to look at that. Oh, yes. Well, Matula. So I love Yellowstone, all the series, and now I'm in season 6 of. I've got 5 more episodes of Vikings. I'm going to finish watching that, and then I'm going to go straight to Dunton Ranch, man. One of the great one of the great.
I don't know how you guys get into like series. When somebody, you know, when I tend to say to someone, recommend a show or something, and when I hear the word it's a series, I'll switch off. I can't get into it. I need to watch an actual movie that goes for an hour and a half to 2 hours, and that's it. These series, but these series, mate, they just go for too long, man.
Yeah, I know, but you don't have to. The good thing is, like, you don't have to watch them all. Like, what I do is, like, I've been watching Viking now to finish it off, right? It's taken me like months because I don't watch it every night.
No.
With not Netflix, it just, you know, it saves it where it is. So what I do is I just watch, you know, whenever I can, I watch 1 or 2 episodes and just keep on doing it, you know. And then if you really get into it, then you do some binge watching and you start watching, like, you're like 3 o'clock in the morning and you're going, I got to go to bed, mate, but I got to watch one more episode, you know.
That's the thing. That's the reason. That's the reason. Because, you know,
I tell you now, the series are heaps better because I just love it. They got the great actors now. You know, which I did watch the other day. Oh, the one with De Niro, the Alto Man, or it's
Alto Nights.
Alto Nights. I watched it. Have you seen it?
No, but I've heard about it. So De Niro's in it, is he?
You know what's funny? Yeah, De Niro's in it, right? And it's about the Gambino, and I think it's about Gambino and that when they went Gambino and Colombo, I think when Gambino come out of jail. And he, I think it was a Colombo was still in charge, and then it was him taking over. It's I liked it. I really did like it.
Okay.
But you're gonna freak out. I'll tell you something, right? Because you're gonna work it out, right? So the 2 main actors, I'm looking at them and I go, that's De Niro, and then I go, but that's fucking De Niro. I said, but wait, that's De Niro. So he plays 2 main actors in the movie. He
like
plays both main actors.
Oh, okay. All right.
So you're not going to freak out. It was an hour in, and I had to go to ChatGPT and go, I'm seeing 2 fucking De Niros there. And he goes, yeah, he plays both actors.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the thing. So it's interesting, but it's a really good movie. I like all that mafia stuff, so it's all good, man. So, yeah. All right. That's pretty good, man. Legacy. Queen of the South was one of the great series. Peaky Blinders, one of the great series. Of course, Breaking Bad. Of course, fucking
Sopranos is the best part. Yeah,
Sopranos is on top of the
easy. Of
course. I've watched that like from start to finish like 4 times.
Yeah, I reckon every 4 years I just watch the whole thing.
Yeah, you got to watch it from the start, man. It's one of the great series. So there's a lot there. All right, that sounds good, man. Well done. Thank you very much, guys. I think it is time to go. What do we got? Oh, before we go, just let's make sure that if you are in the area, come down to Ballarat. I'm sure there's people that are down there. If you got nothing to do on the Saturday, it's only like an hour and a half away. Depending on where you live, man. We're going to go down there. We're going to catch up, have some drinks, darts, lunch. We're going to have some fun down there. Meet Lyndon Hoskin. He'll give us a few tips on boxing. And so that'll be great. So get down there. And thanks to him, because of him, get down there. If you don't, get down to one of his liquor stores. And this is what he does.
Get a little punch.
That ending of that is just perfect for us, isn't it? First of all, we called the jumper punch. And then I got in trouble a little bit a couple of weeks ago. So it's just perfect, that song right at the end, man. That's great. Yeah, so make sure you get down to Top Dog Liquor. Make sure you get down to Ballarat. It's called the British and American Hotel. It's one of the old hotels that is a great place to be. So if you want to drink. Apart from that, thanks, everyone, especially thanks to Mick for filling in. You've been great, man. Make sure, as I said, if you like TJP and you like I noticed mate, we in TJP, we get all sorts. We get Collingwood supporters, Bulldog supporters. They just love the banter, you know. If you do like that kind of banter, get down and watch him. You do shows. I don't know if you're going to be doing anything this week.
I'll probably give it a rest this week, but yeah, I just do a pre-game show, probably a day before the game, and then straight after the game. I just do that.
The one after the game is always good value, man.
Yeah.
It's a one of good value. As I said, I like listening to you blokes. So if you like that kind of, if you like our sort of banter, man, that's the place to go, man. Yeah, TJP is a good series. It is a good series. If you like, I'm telling you now, there are people.
A lot of drama.
It is. It's a drama. It's a comedy. It's everything, man. I'm telling you, it's a fucking good series, man. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get.
Come on, we're off, mate. All right, it's only time.
Check him out. He's fucking dictating TJP.
Hurry up. Come on. Good time.
No, man. Now I'm going to hang around I'm going to make a coffee now, and we're going to talk a bit more here. How about that? Thanks everyone for joining. Liam, Mark, thanks to Mick. Thanks everyone in the chat. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And let's finish it off with go the Mighty Blues.
Go the Dons.
For him and himself and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got nobody.